Hello there, chat. Little reverb sound there. Apparently, Twitch has readjusted their dashboard. Sorry about that, but happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What are we doing on Tuesday? Just Red Prison. That's what we do on Tuesdays. What are we doing a little bit different, though? That is the question here. You'll notice just a couple small tweaks here. We're not going to go into them too much here, but we are going to look at these small tweaks real briefly here, just to decide, are we doing the right thing in the current metagame? If you watch GP at Louisville or GP KYC, I believe, right? Those are correct me if I'm wrong. Those are the recent GPs. You will notice a resurgence of Jeskai control, along with some other shenanigans like Mardu Pyromancer still around. Hollow One is following off somewhat. Humans is still sticking around. Elves is making itself a presence, and a few other things going on. Crazy stuff going on. What are we doing to combat some of that? Well, I think Affinity was showing up a little bit too. We do a drop. We are dropping one Abrade, so we're going down the playset. This is due to the Hollow One dropping off. Doesn't mean Hollow One's gone yet, but Hollow One is dropping off a little bit meta percentages. Blood Moon's here, Rabble Master's here, Simian Spirit Guide. So let's start converting this over to how we usually look at the decks. All right. So we have our Braids over here. Ritual Effects, Blood Moon. Let's grab Rabble Master out of here. He goes over here. Chalice. So we have a normal lock package here. We have Chandra's. I have an extra Koth this time. Double Koth, double Pia Kirin. We're going to use Walking Ballista here as one of our utility creatures, and then Rabble Master for speedy completions of games. And then triple Braid, Anger, and Slagstorm. This is pretty stock for the list that I run. Walking Ballista's back. We're going to give him a little shot, chance to shine. Don't let us down, Walking Ballista. Sideboard, Eidolon times 4, not bad. Anger times 3 goes with our single Anger in the main, and Slagstorm. There is a case to make this Anger and a Slagstorm in here. We'll just see how triple Anger out of the sideboard works. Hazard, join us for the aggro matches. Peace out, Hazard. Torpor for those ETB creatures. Sorcerer Spyglass to shut down a few pesky things. Relic, Grafdigger Cage, Grafdigger Cage, Matrix, and a Dragon. Let's run it, chat. Let's run it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Because quite frankly, I don't have a clue what we're doing. But we're going for that 5-0. Double check, deck list, Storm Breath's here. Let's play. Get things rolling. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully everyone's had a good Tuesday. If not, hopefully we'll bring you some enjoyment here. I think we have a new sub too that was maybe happened while we were off stream. Ham96. That looks different. I thought Russ was the last one that subbed. So Ham96, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. I think that was while we were offline. Thank you so much for your support. Hopefully you'll see this at some point. And thank you. While we're queued here, we are getting some things set up for fun, good stuff, giveaways, all that great stuff. Got a few things. I got the codes today for some stuff, so those are ready. A few other things are getting wrapped up. We'll get something going on in June. But until June comes, let's play some Magic. MTB Wolf is our opponent. 0-0-0-0. Everybody's 0-0. We have a Chalice on 1, and we have a pretty quick bridge right after that. Probably keep this and throw Chalice on 1 and see where we go from here. Since we don't have really anything that's double red immediately, we'll go ahead and ramp out Scavenger Grounds, maybe to confuse our opponent. Let's see if it's like maybe humans. Who knows? If it's humans, we'll be really happy. This isn't too bad. Street Wraith. Okay. Anger's not probably what we wanted to see here just yet. We will assume that it's probably a Death Shadow type of build, or maybe a Hollow One build. We'll see. They could not play anything on turn 1 though. Turn 2 will give us a little more information here. And it is Hollow One. Double Blood Gas to the bin here. That's probably okay here. We have an Anger and a Braid. So Oh, we're just going to pick that off, I think, right now. Because quite honestly, a braid doesn't really hit much else. It really doesn't. This bridge should be game here, I would think. The other thing we could do is remove these blood ghasts in street race. That might be worth it, especially drawing this extra land here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and make use of our scavenger grounds here. Why not? We're not really in fear of losing our bridge here due to the Chalice on 1. That'll make sure there's no Gurmag anglers. Goblin Lore again. Flame Adept ditched. This should sure up this matchup quite a bit, though. They could have another hollow one. That would be fine. We are down 1 land, so if we draw a 4-drop, we are a little bit in trouble. But this way we don't have to burn an Anger immediately here. Burning Inquiry, that's countered, opponent. Here's a good reason not to play bridge. They'll have no idea. There we go. Rabblemaster getting in for damages. Let's see how long Rabblemaster gets to get in for. This could be the fish. Could be a variety of things here. Green mana. Tapped. Flame Phoenix. That's fine. We're not too concerned about that. It's almost tempting to just go for this here and try not to show the bridge ever. Make it look like we're more like aggro red than anything. So we'll go ahead and try to do that. Conceal this glorious information in our hand. Dog, don't you bark. I see you. I see you. Uh-oh. Do I need to mute? I hear it out there. Don't worry. Don't worry, dog. I hear it too. All right, won the first game, no problems. Grafdigger Cage, Relic, Anger, the Gods come in. Eidolons are a no. Source of Spyglass, no. Torpor Orbs, no. Dampening Matrix hits nothing. Hazard's a maybe. Storm Breath is a no. These 7 look interesting to us. What is not as interesting? Probably 1 to 2 Blood Moons. We usually keep a few of those in to turn off Ancient Grudge. Because our Ensnaring Bridge is going to be useful here. Braids stay in. Walking Blisses probably are fine here. P and Karen's alright. Koth is question mark. And Rabblemaster really just doesn't get through. So we can probably take 1 Koth out. Kind of run these 7 in. Come here. There we go. Question is, do we want 1 more Koth? Probably not in this case. Finally someone who doesn't play Jeskai? Oh. All right, let's concede. Let's import Jeskai control. Just for you. All right. Do we want this? Do we want this Koth? Probably not. P and Karen's a bunch of blockers. Walking Ballista is a blocker. Hazoret, and we have a bunch of Anger, Slagstorm effects. Blood Moon, make sure they can't just pitch an Ancient Grudge here, and a few of Braids. Bridge is going to be key here. I think we're fine. Obviously, Rabblemaster was legendarily fast, but all right. We're gonna mulligan. No lands. No Darth Vader. Oh, all right. This is a turn 1 Chandra. But we have to ditch a Braid if we want the turn 1 Chandra. Turn 1 Chandra, ditch a Braid. We get to see the top card. We could ditch this Mountain too. It's a Simian Spirit Guide. We can actually put this on top now. And we don't have to ditch anything. All right. This way we can still actually get a Chandra out here and we can kill this Flame Adept. Someone made a no meme website? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Don't want to know. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn one Chandra here. I think this is reasonable to do here. Reasonable. And kill off this Adept here. Adept can get kind of crazy. Magus of the Moon is a no in this building. Magus of the Moon? Who's that? Why not imprint monkey? Same results, pretty much. Pretty much the same results. Hollow one to the bin here. Alright, maybe we'll top deck a Hazoret. Not quite here. Alright, we'll take up for damage. Koth. Oh, Koth. Oh, Koth. Why were you one more deep? Yeah, it's just click the screen and it gives the Vader no. Oh my gosh. With the resurgence of red-based decks and removal like Junjaskai and the like, Moon gets removed. That he does. Phoenix showing up here. Intriguing to me. Gonna hit this down to 4. That's a little bit of a problem for us. I don't think we want to use Chandra to remove this, and we'll use Chandra probably for card advantage. Do we want to use this card advantage? Probably. If they have another Phoenix, we survive here. So we'll use card advantage here. We can't get this to 2, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and put it on 1. That stops Flame Adept's Faithless Lootings. It would be great to have gotten it on 2. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get there. It does stop a Lightning Bolt as well here. Actually, not infringed. True, Burning Inquiry is a card. It's one that's gotten us before. Tucking all the moons and bridges. All right, where are our cards? Well, ticking down doesn't do anything here for all the Bloodghasts and the Phoenixes. We're looking for one of our Angers, so we'll top deck an Anger right here. Another Chandra. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cast this Chandra. This feels a little awkward, especially if they have another Bloodghast. But we'll tick up for damage here. Oops. Oops. There goes one bridge. Maybe we should have ticked up for mana. Who knows? But this way we get one more card draw out of Chandra here, unless they play another Phoenix. Remember, every time they're doing this, they're not attacking us. This has been, what, 2, 4, 6, maybe 8-ish damage that hasn't hit us? Alright, so we're going to get one more card draw out of Chandra here. There's a Ruins. Let's tick up here. A Cage. Well, we can't cast that, so we'll say no to that. Alright, so Chandra's going to hit the bin here. Chandra's going to hit the bin. We do that, have them at a virtual 7, though. Virtual 7, we have Angers. We have another Koth in there. We have Hazarets. We have lots of things. We have lots of things, but we're not drawing any of them. We did skip over one bridge so far. Technically, we skipped over Koth by accident, too. Okay, we're going to fire off this Ruins here. Just to make it a little closer. Simeon's Spirit Guide. Well, it's not exactly what we needed here. We're going to hold the Gemstone Caverns in case we draw Hazoret. Then it's something to pitch. Something to pitch. Simeon's Spirit Guide does get in for damage each turn, though, because this creature has to attack. Sorry, the Phoenix has to attack, and Bloodghast really can't hurt us. So we'll see if they've got anything for us. They're at 6. Getting basic here. 5 getting basic here. Street Wraith going to 3. That's kind of gutsy. This is going to be a Gurmag Angler. Man, going to 3 is gutsy here. Nothing. Ooh. Alright, well, we'll play Pia and Kieran Nalar here. We're going to attack him with the monkey. I don't see any reason not to. We're going to put them to 1. We have Pia Kieran activation. We have a Thopter hitting in. We have a Simian Spirit Guide hitting in. We have another Thopter. We have a Chalice we can pitch. We got there, chat. Hollow one. Didn't need the playset of a Braids. Woo! And we skipped over our bridge. There's a Ruins. That would have done it as well. Chalice on 2 would have been not great. And then there's a bridge not too far down. Woo! That was very greedy of our opponent. Granted, I think Phoenix comes in. We have 2 Thopters. We attack. We can throw both. So we had a good amount of damage there. Cycling seemed too greedy there. Yeah. Seemed a little greedy to us, but maybe they weren't worried about going to 3. We did have the Chalice on 1. Looks like it potentially shut down our opponent. Faithless Lootings, no Flame Adepts. They didn't really play much after we put that Chalice on 1. Doors 3L, welcome, and I'm glad you found us live. How are you? And welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to be here live for you and chat. Look at that. All right. You're great. I'm great if you're great. Doing A-okay. Dog seems a little tense down there. I don't know if she's doing great, but she probably hears something. You know, like UPS FedEx truck or something like 5 miles away. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna storm. I don't know. We brought the storm breath. Maybe it's gonna storm. I don't know. She looks a little... Actually, she just doesn't look very satisfied with herself. No burnings or bolts or shatter storms. Shatter storms. Shatter storms 4, right? Shattering Spree can get through a Chalice. No Flame Adepts and no Faithless Lootings. That's probably the big one there. Oh, hello my wizard friend. Chalice on 1. Bridge refuses to be thought seized away. Moon soon after. We're on the draw. All right. All right. Yeah, Shattering Spree gets through Chalice on 1. No. All right. Rinse repeat potentially here. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be very ironic that I've now reduced my impact to Hollow 1 decks if we played 2 Hollow 1 decks in a row. I'm just going to put it out there. So if I see something like Hollow 1 cards in the bin here, I'm just going to say it's ironic. What's the closest Star City open to you? It's 8 miles, not 8, sorry. It is... Chalice on 1 here. It is 8 hours away. It's in Dallas. They refuse to come anywhere closer. We're going to hold this Chalice. I want to use Simian Spirit Guide probably to ramp out a bridge and also make sure that we're tight here on mana. I can't imagine they're going to need a whole lot here. Little basic, little basic. So far they haven't shown us anything. This could be the Mardu deck. It definitely could be the Mardu deck. Fetching a basic here means they're probably Mardu. It's 9 hours for you to Dallas. See, Zale and me live basically the same amount of distance from Dallas, but we're in 2 different states. Look at that. Actually, you're like 3 states over, aren't you? Florida, Atlanta is much closer. Yeah, that SCG Dallas is the closest, and it's about 6 to 8. Busted. I don't need a donation drive. Would I attend it? Probably not. Let's throw a Chalice on 1 here. Chalice 1's still very strong, even though Chalice 2 would be very strong as well. We'll go with this. Pro tip, Texas is huge. Yes, Texas is very huge. Texas is very, very huge. That's why when I talk to the Star City people, I talk to them briefly. Wow. What is this indicating to us? So this could indicate a Kulgan's command. I think what I want to do here is put pressure on our opponent. By doing that, I think P and Kieran's okay. That being said, they might do one of these K command, make us pitch something. I'm thinking their Mardu Pyromancer with an extremely slow start here. I don't see Rabblemaster being useful. I could lead with Rabblemaster though and hope that P and Kieran gets to stick around. Pitching Simian Spirit Guide. That could be it. But can't 5 Texases fit in Alaska? I don't know if how many can fit in Alaska. Maybe we lead with Rabblemaster here. I mean, they can't do too much with the bin here because we have the scavenger grounds. How brutal does it get if they like kind of go off on us? I don't know. This is a good matchup for you. Nope. Alright, we're gonna lead with Rabblemaster. Alright, we're having a little chat with our opponent. Asking me if it's a good matchup or not. This is gonna be a K command here. Alright, yep. Alright, K command. Is Walking Ballista better than Glorybringer? I would say no, but we're trying it. Alright. We're gonna have to play here with our young Pyromancer friend here. Luckily we have double bridge, so we're gonna get one of these down. They're probably gonna take the other one though. Takes bridge. We'll get another bridge down here. I think that's the most important thing to drop at this point. Let's go ahead and bridge. We'll play our land. We'll pass turn here. Ballista can be pretty decent here. We'll pick off Young Pyro and along Elementals. It can sit behind the bridge nicely as well. That being said, it's not doing a whole lot extra for us in this matchup. I do get to get in for a bit of damage here. Next play here is... well, it was going to be one thing. So what's interesting here is they have only 2 instants and sorceries in the bin, so it's not like they're really doing a whole lot to us. If we wanted to, we could play Chandra out in Blood Moon. That would give us down to 1. They can hit Chandra for 2 possibly and get blockers. We'll give that a shot. It's also emptying our hand, which is nice. If they have a bolt, they can bolt and hit for 2. But this helps us get rid of the rest of our hand here. Don't bolt us, opponent. Be kind. You know you want to. Go get that Sacred Foundry. There it is. Oh, the bolt is coming. Bolted us. Oh, they bolted us. Intriguing. Why not Chandra? Do they have something to do 2 damage here? Are they gonna just go for me? Oh, they go for Chandra now. Alright, let's see here. Let's not trigger this. Let's tick up first, just see if we get anything interesting. Koth is interesting. We're gonna cast Koth here. We're gonna cast Koth. We can tick down and get Pia Karen out here. I think that's what we want to do here. And it puts both planeswalkers at risk of a bolt, but I'm kind of okay with this. This is a weird situation where now they have to divide their bolt attention if they have one. And now we'll have 2 active planeswalkers if they don't happen to have a bolt. They've used one, maybe they have another one, we'll see. K-Command can hit 1 down. Fatal pushes 1 Thopter, but that's it. This feels like a very good position to be in. Not the greatest, but a good position. We might be using Pia and Kieran Alar to hit down Young Pyro to stop the onslaught of tiny little tokens. Alright, K-Commands, the Ensnaring Bridge, and Pia and Kieran here. So they can kill both now. This isn't good. This isn't good at all now. Young Pyro and Koth. Let's see what they go here. I'll wait until they're done. See if we can keep one of these alive. Alright, what do we got? We have Chandra, 1 Koth. We could block, have Koth. If we top deck a bridge or some way to protect, anger or anything, that would be good. It's probably better to keep one of these alive, even though we leave them with Young Pyro. We'll keep Koth alive here. Koth has gone dark. Hello, Koth? Hello? Why are you dark? There's an Abrade. It's not ideal. Let's just untap and get in for a good healthy 4 here. What we may do is just allow him to attack in, hoping that he does something with just attacking Pyromancer here, and the 4 here will braid the Pyromancer. I've played against this deck 4 times. I always win. Well, that's a shame. All right, let's see if they attack correctly here. Depressed. All right, our opponent does what we think they might do, so we're gonna get to keep Koth alive for 1 more turn, which actually is kind of nice. Just saying. Bridge here would be great. Let's go ahead and fire up a mountain here and get in. We'll hold this mountain so it looks like we have 1 more thing here. We do have them to 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they need 2 things here. They're gonna gain and drain, and that'll do it. All right. That'll do it. All right, so kind of want to see what my next card is. This matchup does not seem great. It is a difficult matchup. It is very difficult, but we'll see what we play against them. So we're gonna go with the aggro package here. Our bridges aren't gonna do a whole lot because of K commands. Chalices get hit by quite a few. Blood Moon comes out here as well. Bring in Chain Whirler. Oh wait, Chain Whirler's not in here. It's a shame. It is a shame indeed. What do we not want as well here? I could take 2 Eidolons out and kind of run these 8. Wow, that just messed up our board here. Hold on. Pull these 8 out. We could do something like this. Walking Bliss is good. It removes everything. Anger the Gods and Slagstorm removes just about everything as well. So these are key cards here. Rabble Master puts pressure on and forces them to dump their hand. It's kind of a bait card. Abrades take care of Pyromancer. Eidolons are tempting. How come you took out the Whirlers? I took out the Whirlers because I wanted to put Dampening Matrix in, and I figured I might run into a little more blue-white control than Mardu. I expected to find myself fighting more Jeskai decks than Hollow One and Mardu decks. So I angled my sideboard a little that direction. Wondering if I really need these 2 Eidolons here. I probably don't. Is Koth any good here? Probably fine. We need to be aggressive. I like this. I like this. Eidolon's good, but I think I'm going to go with these. Alright, we can Chalice on 1. But what are we doing after that? We Chalice on 1 and then what? We just sit here for forever? We have double Angers. We're not casting them for a while. Alright. I feel like I want to be more aggressive. I'm not sure though. If we're more aggressive, they could have a hand that shreds our hand. They probably have more K commands or other things. 3 draws to get 1 land, yeah. Alright, I'm going to keep this. We're going to race out this Chalice on 1. Hopefully that'll slow our opponent. Remember, we don't have very many shots for them to hit things with K command here. So this will give them a target. Looking for lands. Looking for lands. 1 land and we'll play Rabblemaster here. Looking for lands. Oh, we need those lands. We might have to hold off on playing Rabblemaster now. Clear this from this Lingering Souls. Okay. Land. We can't play that. We'll just F6. Looking for lands. Oh, we're looking for lands. Maybe they'll play Young Pyro and this. Oh gosh. It's Hazoret. Well, this is miserable. Well, I should have a land by now. Probability would say I'm about, what? At 80% to draw land here. Manamorphose from our opponent. They can still come back here. They're going to start pitching with Hazoret here. Wow. Well, this is unfortunate. Yeah, this feels a bit unlucky. Land? Alright, I don't run that few of lands here. I don't run that few of lands. Yeah. We need a land here. Alright. Well, we have to give our opponent the GGs here. Yeah. We're not getting through this. There's a land on top, but they were gonna get to attack for all the damages. Alright. Alright, no 5-0 in this league. We'll get a 4-1 and we'll get right back into it right after. It's probably one of our hardest matchups, and if I had Chain Whirlers in, that matchup would go a little different. Although Rabblemaster's a pain. Alright. We put the bad game behind us today. Putting the bad game behind us, moving forward, learning some things, getting ready to cast fast Rabbles. Let's do this. This is one of the best hands I've seen. Too bad we didn't see this last time. Wizards of the Coast rigged. You people, calm down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and ramp out a Rabblemaster here. We'll run Rabblemaster into this bolt. I believe in the bolt. I believe in the bolt. Wow, no bolt. Hiya! Parkour Goblin. He's gonna jump this fence thing he's by. Alright, opponent fetching. Let's see what they get here. Might be playing Blood Moon next. Red, green, bolts, a Rabblemaster. Post combat. What do we got? Just kidding. They don't want to play that. A Tarmogoyf. Alright. We will be playing a Blood Moon at this point. And we'll pass the turn back to our opponent. We will sort of hope that they don't have any Thoughtseize type actions for us. They didn't play it initially, so I don't think they will. Pulling them off green here feels really good. We'll go ahead and take this hit. Here's a Dark Confidant. Go ahead and play our bridge down and pass the turn. Right on back. Everyone gets owned by the Rabble trigger. No one has to stop an opponent's first main. No, but you see it cast and you throw the stop down. That's what you do. Is this a K command? You drew Scavenging Ooze. Wow. This is why Jun's a bad matchup, chat. Alright. Okay. Okay, opponent. Play our Blood Moon out and pass the turn. Hope we don't die here. We need bridge, probably. It's a Tarmogoyf. They had the natural swamp. Need a bridge only. We do not find it. Alright. Alright, my fair opponent over here. Let's see here. Alright. We'll pull an Abrade out. Let's see here. I like a lot of what we have in this matchup. We just need to avoid getting beat down again like we just did. Do we have room for the 4 Eidolons? Do we have room for these Eidolons here? Let's bring in a few Eidolons here as blockers. Let's do this. FX. Artifacts don't seem reliable with them having K command and grudges. Is cutting them insane? What, the ensnaring bridges? Kind of is. But I like to play first, yes. You can get stuff like this, which we're probably going to get to potentially put a Chalice on 1, followed up by Blood Moon and Bridge. It's a late Blood Moon. But if they can't fetch for like basic green, then it turns off like Abrupt Decays and stuff like that. We'll see if they want to take our Chalice or if they want to take a Bridge or Blood Moon. Take Blood Moon there. Let's play Eidolon out here and get aggressive. So in that case, they had to take Blood Moon because, look at this, they have no basics initially. We might try to go ahead and put this Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2 is kind of strong here. So we'll go ahead and hold it. So they can play... have their basic swamp again. Maybe it's time to start playing Molten Rains. See if they care about Eidolon here. Tarmogoyf has been played. There's a Blood Moon. Blood Moon's almost worth playing here to shut them off of green. Let's go ahead and play Blood Moon. We'll wait on Koth here. Blood Moon will also give us potentially more mana. We're just going to sit back with Eidolon this turn. They could still Thoughtseize something away if they'd like to. They'll take extra damage for doing so. We'll take our 2. Dark Confidant from our opponents. Alright, we get a land down here. We can play Koth. If we were to play Koth here, so 4, we can then tick down and put a Chalice on 2 and play Ensnaring Bridge here. It's pretty tempting. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for that. That line doesn't seem all that bad. Oh, it's going to be a Chalice on 1. I have miscounted. I miscounted Chalice on 1. Alright, we're going to just do that. We're taking a lot of damage ourselves. Taking quite a bit ourselves, though. Bloodstained Mire for our opponent. Plays Bloodstained Mire. Well, hope this isn't a K command. K command kind of wrecks us here. K command, get rid of Eidolon, get rid of Bridge here. It's probably concede worthy, honestly. They always have it. Always have it, chat. Getting them off of black is very important. Alright. And they can attack him for 8. They don't have any 10 mana spells. Alright, running up to Mardu, running up into Jund. Let's move on forward. Moving on forward. Struggling here today. We might be going to the sideboard here in the second league. We will get at least 2 in here. Don't worry, chat. We'll get a winning record. Get a winning record before the night is done. So many K commands. So many indeed. K command is definitely one of our worst cards, for sure. Alright, we got Chalice on 1, followed by a Rabblemaster, followed by a Walking Ballista, and a Braid isn't bad to have in the backups as well here. Pretty good hand. Against our human opponent, though, it's gotten a little bit worse for us. Aether Vial here. Aether Vial. What do we want to do with your Aether Vial? Let's go ahead and put... Does this matter? Does this matter to get a Chalice on 1 here? It probably does. Alright, we'll throw the Chalice out on 1. I'd like to try to get this bridge down before Freebooter comes down, but we also have a Braid to get it back if needed. Blood Moon would be fine to find here. Opponent has nothing to do. Since they have nothing to do, I think it's probably okay to run this bridge out. So they'll play something here on this Aether Vial, potentially here, for 1, since it could have been countered. Noblest of Hierarchs. It's actually not a scary card for us to see. Walking Ballista can take care of that. A Braid can take care of that. Many things can take care of it. Wonder why it's a $20 card. Noble? Noblest of Hierarchs? Why is that a Expensive card. What's the $20 card? Walking Ballista? Lightning Bolt has been named. Even though we cannot cast Lightning Bolt, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to this Aether Vial. Oh, K-Command. K-Command's solid card. Solid card. Alright, so let's play Chandra here. We're going to tick up, get rid of a Braid. If we needed to, we can go ahead and dump Walking Ballista. I'm probably not going to this turn. We'll see what they spit out here on their Aether Vial. If I need to drop Walking Ballista. Alright, so this is coming down here. Phantasmal Image, naming Noblest of Hierarchs. Well, let's see here. This could attack for 4. I kind of want to keep Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista is a way to get rid of both of these. All right, we'll just chance it here that Chandra will live. A couple more Noble Hierarchs and Chandra won't be living. All right, tick tick. By the way, we can get a Walking Ballista down for 3 and ping these off. Seems reasonable. Done. Here we go. And we'll hold Simian Spirit Guide just to make them perhaps do something else. Opponent concedes here. Walking Ballista is a little too much for them. Just a little too much. All right, Angers, Torpor Orb, Dampening Matrix maybe. Sorcerer's Spyglass comes in here as well. Things that go out. Rabble Master is no good here. Kind of the rest of this stuff is pretty good though. Do we just ditch 2 Pia and Kirin's? Because Koth is good? Maybe not. Let's do 1 Koth, 1 Pia. So that's 6. We'll bring these 6 in. Do we want to not bring in Dampening Matrix for something else? They only have Aether Vials. Let's pull that back out and let's bring in. Do we like Koth or Pia more? Pia's blockers. Koth is quicker clock. Let's do Pia. We need blockers in case we miss out on our bridge here. Hey, just asking for advice. I often get nervous playing the better players at my LGS and will make mistakes and get shaky, etc. Any advice on calming nerves so I can just play some NAM Magic? Fab stream. Thanks. Calming nerves. It probably just takes practice. I know that sounds kind of like, oh, of course, everything takes practice, but it really does. When you go and you're playing against better or more experienced players, don't worry about them. They're going to play their magic. They're going to play as best as they can. You're going to lose some of those. Maybe you'll win some of those until you get more experienced. Just take a deep breath. Just go and enjoy. Honestly, have a good conversation with them, and maybe even, you know, if they're a friendly person at your LGS, which I imagine they are, ask them a question or two. Be like, how can I be better at this? What am I doing wrong? What am I missing? Things like that. Asking some of those questions lightens the mood as well. And maybe after like game 1 or something, or they can tell, they probably know you as well. Maybe they're willing to help. I've sat and actually in drafts reconstructed someone's draft pool. Honestly, they asked me and they were just like, well, I can't do that, can I? I said, why can't you? They said, well, once you build your deck, you're done. No, this is draft. You're good. You can do it. It's F&M. We rebuilt it. He won the next 2 matches. And he came over later and thanked me, and I was like, cool. But he went and had a good time, and that's kind of the important thing, is he's having a good time. Just basically make small talk. If you're not a social person, just calm down. It's just a game. Learn to harvest salt walked airplane? All right, you can take walked airplanes advice there. Harvest some salt. One thing I love to do is ask for advice. There you go. Paper Smurf. A mind sculptor, exactly. Ask for a little bit of advice. Make some small talk. Learn about them. Honestly, if they're a really good player, just be like, I get a little nervous when playing against you. They're like, cool, man. Why are you nervous? Don't worry about us. All right, we're going to play a Blood Moon here. We're going to take a chunk of damage here. We're going to take a chunk, but I'm hoping that the Blood Moon will slow them from playing anything drastic here. People want to talk. Oh, yes. If they didn't want community, they wouldn't be there. Slick Rick is correct. There, you're going to run into some jerks. Just ignore the jerks. Don't worry about them. Land off the top probably means we win this game because they just pumped everything. We do get hit for a nice chunk of damage, though. That's what I would do. I'm very welcoming. That's my personality, though. I'm not going to sit there and... That might be game. I'm not going to sit there and be rude to people. It's just me. Anything at 2. Auriok Champion sitting at 2. Is there a reason to play Chalice on 2 or take our beats here? We're going to take 3 if we do that. Malcontents can be played here. Cannot quite get rid of Aether Vial here. 2. Does the 2 matter? We take 2 here. We can shoot down if he doesn't come after this. 1 sitting over here. We missed that one. 1, 2. They can come in for 2. Or 3. Or they can come in for 4. Alright, we cast this. If you're wondering why I cast it and didn't get all that, let me know. Oi, punk. Oh gosh. Oi, punk's not dead. Thank you for the vol. Mad respect, everyone. Cheers. Yeah, just gotta have fun. It's all about fun. Get nervous when you're going to, like you mentioned, the big comp REL stuff. Play a few of those. You're gonna get nervous. Oh, Rexage. Okay. Rexage is gonna hurt here. Oh, land kill too. Yeah, could have been good. We die. This is 10. We dead. We dead, chat. Alright. All good. Never found anger. They're on the anger plan here, so if we see a slag storm, we'll be more tempted to keep it. Rexage is obviously why we have the Torpor Orb as well. Going in groups to competitive REL stuff is definitely a good thing. You can talk between rounds. You can kind of like get the jitters out. I agree with Walked Airplane on that. First Warbird, thank you for the follow. And good luck with your nervousness. You'll get better. Don't worry. I would love to play first. Alright, we're going to rush out a Chalice. We're going to throw a Torpor Orb out. We're going to hope Anger can keep us alive. And we're going to look for Blood Moon and or Ensnaring Bridge to wrap this one out. Rushed out Chalice here. Make sure that they're going to be nice and toasty slow here. Toasty slow. That's a technical term, chat. Involving my toaster over there and bread. Cavern of Souls is a pretty nice draw for our opponent. They do get to do that awesome play the noble. Countered. Can't be countered. Well played. Magic's a pretty cool community. You know, there's a couple, you know, there's a couple oddballs into it at times. I wouldn't worry about the oddballs. You play the Magic that you want to, you find the friends you need to, and you have a great time. I don't know if you work or if you're in school or anything like that. I'll tell you right now, the very last thing I want to see at my LGS is people being mean to each other. And I say that honestly because I'm sitting here and I've been in work all day. And the last thing I really want to deal with is people being jerks. So our LGS, those jerks or anything, they get cleared out. You know, they're really not welcome. Simian Spirit Guide plus Anger looks really tasty here. What do you think, chat? Yeah, Rexage gobbled up. Wow. So we can't play Chandra. Chandra would have been great. Thalia is a problem, though. We're going to clear Thalia off the board here. Top deck of land. Chandra's great here. Oh, yeah. That was tasty, wasn't it, chat? Blood Moon off the top here would also be fine. I'll take a Blood Moon. I'll take a land. I'll take an Ensnaring Bridge. Champion shows up. I tried to counter it, but Cavern's a pretty good card. This could be a Thalia's Lieutenant right after it. A Meddling Mage has been named. They'll name Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge. Maybe Chandra. Chandra would be a very interesting one for them to name here. All right. Another Chalice. We're going to just F6 here. Chalice needs to go on 3 probably at this point. Could go on 2 as well. No real reason to run out a second one on 1. Freebooter is just a cool 1-2 for 2. A little flying. We have actually more sweepers than we do other threats. All right, so we're going to take 4 a turn. We're on a 5-turn clock here. They could have Malcontents. That's the only card, but Torpor prevents the damage. So we're on 5 turns to find land and do something here. Chalices are not helping. We need a land probably, and we can get rid of Meddling Mage. That would probably be okay. Looking for bridge as well. All right, so there's a land. So we can shorten this clock. So if we don't get rid of Meddling Mage here, it will take them 3 turns. If we get rid of Meddling Mage here, it's going to take them at least 5 turns. So it gives us an extra draw. If we were to tick up here, then they get us for 2 turns. We get 1 extra draw. If we kill them here, we get a couple extra draws. So ticking down, get a few extra draws. We are going to throw a Chalice on 2 if we don't happen to draw anything here. We're looking for Angers. We're looking for Ensnaring Bridges. If for some miraculous reason Chandra lives here, I would tick up for a card. There's another Blood Moon. We don't need that. So the question is, do we want to throw a Chalice on 2 here or not? Throwing a Chalice on 2 here does prevent us getting an Abrade. I think we kept those in, so we probably don't want to do that. It also shuts off Desperate Rituals. We don't care about that. We don't have Eidolons in. All right, so the value of putting a Chalice on 2 is probably negligible here. So we'll go ahead and Blood Moon and pass turn. At any point, we can dump our hand here. Dwarven Miner is a card you tried to make a deck around. Thoughts on New Jaya in the deck? New Jaya is nice, but we don't play a lot of instants and sorceries that matter towards our opponent. All right, there's Bridge. Bridge, we'll go ahead and ditch both of these. Go ahead and ditch the hand here. All right, I'm pretty sure we have our opponent locked out at this point. Do we throw this on 2? Sure. We'll throw it on 2 just for grins. At this point, we're pretty good. And I did not bring in Storm Breath here, so we can cast every card. We're just gonna F6 here. We're basically waiting for our opponent to concede. They don't have a card in their deck that can probably do this. Unless they have Shattering Spree. I would say they probably don't play that card, though, because they have absolutely no red mana until we show up. But I don't think they have a card that beats us. And Walking Ballista is great here. Walking Ballista can clear the way here, and we can start attacking in for damage. Opponent concedes to Walking Ballista. Pia Karen's great here. I don't know when our Angers were going to show up, but we got there. Noble Hierarch can beat you if they could cast it. If they could cast it. It's a little tough to cast it through a Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 protects it, even if they found the green mana. So Chalice on 1 protects that. I don't think humans had an out there. Good point though. Noble Hierarch gets under us quite a bit. It is the under the bridge effect. We're not a fan of that stupid effect. Dumb noble. We did take 2 of them out, so he was drawing the 2 nobles and a forest. So he'd need 3 of his last, what, 40-something cards. Now, I think Torp Orb plus that was a lock. Woo! All right, let's see what our last opponent is here, and then we'll need to get back into a new league. I'm trying to think if we want to change anything. So obviously, humans we're really good against. Storm, we should be okay. A little bit of coin flip there. Burn will be a little tough. Mardu is a problem. In that instance, we did have Chalice on 0, 1, and 2. But you are indeed correct. All right, we'll keep this. It's a turn 1 Chalice. It's a turn 1 Rabblemaster. It's a turn 1 Blood Moon. Gemstone pitching Gemstone is probably the best value you're going to get out of a Gemstone Caverns. So it looks like a solid start for game 1 here. How's the Tron matchup for this deck? It's a little rough, but we do play Blood Moon. Papa Smurf, the Mind Sculptor, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for the contribution and helping the first Warbird out with his question earlier. I like the Ballista as a 2 of interesting addition. It's not really an addition, it's actually a reversion back to how the way this deck looks right now. The 75 I have looks almost exactly like Stickball Russ's list from December. So we're actually kind of reverting back a little bit. Glorybringer was an addition I added while Hollow One was a little rampant, and it wasn't too bad against actually humans, along with Affinity and a few other choice decks. It was not too bad. Walking Ballista is an old card for us at this point, and I say old as in last year. Opponent has mulliganed at least to 6. We'll see where they go from here. And they keep their hand. We're going to play Gemstone. Don't click both Gemstones, by the way, otherwise you're going to be kind of a sad panda. Sorry, Cactus. Thank you for the follow. All right. Well, this will be interesting. Oh, yeah. All right, maybe we should have played our Chalice on 1. All right. What kills us here? A lot of things on 2 will kill us. Do we rush the Chalice out to 2, knowing that we might just drown under a whole bunch of things? Probably at this point, yes. We're going to give ourselves the best chance here. We're going to have to draw lands, but we're going to give ourselves the best shot here. I'm worried about literally Arcbound Ravager, or I'm worried about Cranial Plating, especially with this start. Right now, they're going to hit for 2 a turn. I'm okay with 2 a turn. I'm not really okay with 3 a turn. 3 or 4. All right, so here's this 2 to 3-ish. A land off the top would be a nice way to shut some of these Blood Moons off. Slow them down a little further. Walking Ballista is not bad here. It's not bad, it's not great. We can't play it on 2, unfortunately, so we gotta skip over that. Alright, slightly punished for putting Chalice on 2. There's an Ink Moth. Gets both of these going here. Like I said, land, Blood Moon, that slows us down quite a bit. Well, alright. Close enough. There's a Blood Moon. So we've slowed it down quite a bit here. They get to hit for 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess a 2-turn clock. Oh boy. There's nothing we can do here. They hit for too much. Alright. Yeah, I was going to be cruising, but not quite that time. That's alright, though. We have an ace up our sleeve here this time around. We do have a little bit of an ace up our sleeve this time around. Alright, Rabblemaster's coming out. They're literally the worst in this matchup. And Probably just a desperate ritual at this point. We don't need to be super explosive here. We're looking for Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2. We're looking for sweepers to remove stuff. We're looking for Koth, Chandra, or Pia, Kira, and Alar probably to help finish the game out. Blood Moon's great for a lot of things, and Snaring Bridge is going to protect us. I wouldn't play Hazoret in this matchup, although Hazoret's nice behind the bridge. I like Pia and Kieran just a touch more, because we may need a few blockers or ways to remove creatures. Hazoret just never attacks through. The hide behind bridge deck. 4 Moon, 4 Magnus, 4 Koth, Ballista, Mom, and Pop. That's one of the parts of the being a judge. I take the judge program serious. Testing for my L2 in Vegas, I think. Well, good luck on your testing, Papa Smurf. Hopefully that goes well for you. Alright, we're going to keep this. This is a Chalice on 0, which is kind of an awkward thing to throw out, but against Affinity, it's a-okay. We have a Blood Moon to shut down pesky lands, and then we have Koth. Hopefully by that point we'll have some sort of bridge here. Opponent's gone to 4. Keeps the hand of 4. We're going to go ahead and hope that they have just some sort of like Memnite, whatever. Again, we don't have to rush this Blood Moon out here. There's an Ink Moth and a Signal Pest. Alright. Not anything scary from our opponent. There's a Chandra. We'll be looking to play one of these here. We're going to just play it nice and slow. Blood Moon's the next thing here. Followed by probably just Chandra to take out the Arcbound Ravager. Nothing scary here. Wow. Let's just clear the board here, chap. Let's just clear the board. We'll go from there. That might be game, yeah. Again, you know, I love running out Blood Moon, turn 1, turn 2. Don't get me wrong. That's why we play the deck. Slam the Blood Moon, happy days. Here, don't even have to play it. Turn 3 would have been absolutely fine. Would have been nice and slow here. We would have eventually found our land as well. Our opponent did mull to Oblivion though, so let's keep that in mind. Chalice is still good on the draw. We just may not get it on 0. If they don't play too much on 0, like creatures, we may still play it on 0 because of Ensnaring Bridge. And real quick, a shout out to all you guys watching in chat, listening in chat, following chat, subbing in chat, being in chat. Thank you for your support tonight. I do appreciate it. Your viewership is very much welcomed. I heard someone come in and say a lot of people are playing the Jeskai decks. Is that true? Those crazy Jeskai decks? Alright, here we're going to hold this. This is a weak hand against Affinity, but it's not a terrible hand. Bridge is still good here, and Slagstorm will hopefully clear things up or make something too large for Bridge. Why do you play Scavenger Grounds? I play Scavenger Grounds as a one-of in the main because we've been testing it for a little while here. Alright, Welding Jar is a little bit of a problem here. Wow. Alright, opponent. Are you done? Look, Rick. Nice emotes. Scavenger Grounds is just kind of like a main board relic that sometimes is used as a relic. Not always, sometimes. Alright. Here's an interesting one here. So we're going to probably go ahead and fire off the Slagstorm here. The idea of firing off the Slagstorm right now would be 1, 2, 3. They can make Arcbound Ravager big. If they do that, let's see here. So we will be down to these 4 cards. This. It means that Arcbound Ravager will hit for probably 2 turns here. They can also save their Welding Jar for the Arcbound Ravager, which is pretty good for them. So do we rush this Slagstorm out or do we wait? We probably need to rush it out now and kind of see where it goes from here. It sucks a little bit, but maybe we just top deck some other way to remove some more creatures. thoughts on the Martyr proc deck, the meta becoming more aggressive. Martyr deck is what? The one that's all 1-drops and gains life? Right? Gains a whole bunch of life. That's the Martyr proc deck? Martyr's not bad. Gains a whole bunch of life. We can work through it, but it takes us forever sometimes. Cat's the spawn of Satan has gone 4-1 with it. Alright, our opponent did what we thought they might do. Thought casts here. Has Ink Moth. Attacks him for 4. Alright. An Abrade is really good here. It's really good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna hold this Abrade up here, and we're gonna probably fire it off to hopefully either prevent us from dying from Arcbound Ravager here. All right. Alright, so we're going to take 8 here if we don't do something here. So we're going to destroy an artifact. The question is, do we destroy Arcbound Ravager or Plating? They can regen here. We'll go ahead and attempt the Arcbound Ravager so that we don't take the damage. The problem here that we're facing now is that Inkmoth Nexus is potentially lethal. Potentially. A Blood Moon probably wouldn't be bad to find here. All right. So let's go ahead and lead with an Ensnaring Bridge here. Pass the turn. They can't hop. They can't hop the Cranial Plating around just yet. They could put a lot of counters on an Ink Moth, though. Plays Darksteel. They have to be careful because if they put counters on an Ink Moth, they can't really play it again. Or they can't use it again because of the bridge. I think the Martyr proc lists are fine. They're intriguing, to say the least. Alright, they're going to attack for 2 here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's not quite enough just yet. We need a Blood Moon off the top. Or a way to kill one of these. Ask and thou shalt receive, chat. We'll go ahead and play 4 here to play Chandra out. We can then play Blood Moon right after, and we'll be in the driver's seat. We will be in the driver's seat here. By the way, this would have countered our Blood Moon as well. I think our opponent's got it here. All right, we're gonna fake a bolt here. So they're gonna activate, and when they go to do anything, we'll tap for red here, pause, and then untap. It's the only way we win this. We'll fake that. We'll fake it. Gotta fake it. See if they go for it here. It was a good fake. Pump fake here. We have them thinking. No, don't do it that way. All right. Stubborn Denial. I didn't expect that to be their one card. Didn't quite expect that, chat. Didn't expect that one. All right. Let's see here. Let's take. They know their deck. They do. Let's take a quick peek here. All right. So we ran into Affinity. We expected that. We got basically just outplayed by a Stubborn Denial. We've run into Mardu and we've run into Hollow One. The question is Storm Breath even worth it in here? Probably not. Dampening Matrix is a question mark as well. So what are we doing here? Are we adding Chain Whirlers in here to help with some of those Mardu decks? Or are we doing something else? I think if I do a Chain Whirler, I'm taking a Koth out for a Chain Whirler main board as well. Let's think here briefly. Chain Whirler's not as bad against Jeskai or other builds. That's why Storm Breath's there. What are all those 4-drops? You know I play a lot of 4-drops, Russ. This is actually a lower curve than what I normally play. Russ knows this. Why is Russ asking this? You play 6 4s? So I would play 6 4s and 2 5-drops. That's normally what I would play. Thoughts on the 6-mana Chandra from Oath? She's the one that makes elementals, right? 3/1 elementals. She's not very good, unfortunately. Do we want to keep the Storm Breath in here? 6 4s, you crazy people. All right, well then, what are we taking out? Let's make a couple changes, and I'm gonna go straight back into the league. What are we doing? Bringing Koth out here? The new 6-mana Chandra is awesome. Am I not understanding which Chandra we're talking about here? 6 mana is tough for our deck to meet. Hey, Viridian, how you doing? You like the 2 Chain Whirlers in the side? Do we want to get rid of Storm Breath or Dampening Matrix, or do we want to drop something else here? Maybe I need to drop Relic. Let's think here. What are we wanting to do here? Play Tybalt. Sodek, you're crazy, man. Pithy Needle's nice. We have a Spyglass. First, Jund. So you want to drop a PA and a Koth? I'm good with that. Glorybringer is what we used to be. Let's move this over. Mikey Hopkins, thank you for the follow. Pyromancer is a 1-drop. What do you want in their place, Russ? What do you want in their place? Chain Whirlers? 2 Chain Whirlers, main? Instead of Koth and Pia? I'm asking Russ because Russ likes his build better. You want a pair of Chain Whirlers? We can do a pair of Chain Whirlers. Pair of Chain Whirlers here. 2 Whirlers. Any changes to the sideboard? I know you like Boil. I'm not bringing in Boil. I like this Dampening Matrix to give this a shot. And I think Storm Breath's fine here as an option. Hazard and Storm Breath come in against any control matchup. Pretty much any control matchup, those 2 will come in. Dampening Matrix. What do we have? We have this. I'll be honest, I don't know if it's better, but 2 Whirl is just fun. They are fun. They get kind of crazy. They get kind of crazy here. You hate Relic? We can drop a Relic. What do you want? A Boil? You love Boil way too much. I'm more inclined to bring in like another Koth, a Hazard. By Force? Shattering Spree would be better than By Force. Spellskite? I could do a Spellskite. That's true. We're seeing Jund again. Alright, let's grab a Spellskite. I like that. What decks are we 50% pre-boarded to? Burn. A lot of multicolored decks. Death Shadow, Hollow One, a Trinisphere. If I was playing Molten Rains, I'd consider a Trinisphere. Can redirect the entire K command. This is a true statement. Alright, let's run with a little Spellskite. Spellskite gets his chance in the limelight here. Let's move it. We're going back into League. I don't want to leave you guys hanging without a League going, so let's get going. Let's go for that 5-0, chat. So the only difference is if you're playing a Dragon over Boil. Well, I'm playing a Dragon then. I like the Dragon over the Boil. Witchbane Orb is too slow. No, that one's worth considering. It was worth considering when there was like a bunch of Valakut decks. Right now, we're not too worried about that kind of stuff. Witchbane Orb could be decent against the Jeskai decks, but they also just kind of cryptic it. Hansa, how you doing, man? I took a look at your deck list you sent me. Looks pretty sweet. I'm a little confused on a few things. I'll probably message you back another time. Alright. This is pretty decent here. Our opponent goes first. We're going to keep this. It is a Chalice on 1 or something else. Alright. Well, opponent is going to barf their hand out here. Alright, so what are we waiting for this Chalice? We want to throw a Chalice up to 2 probably, if we can. We wait for a Chalice all the way up to 2. If we could, that'd be great. They're not really doing anything here. Ballista's pretty good too. Chalice on 1's not too bad, but I'd rather avoid Arcbound Ravager and I'd rather avoid the Cranial of Platings. We kind of missed our opportunity for 0. I don't think 1's very good here. Chalice on 1 now? I kind of agree. If they had another 1-drop, they would have played it. So Chalice on 1 right now is a dead card. They have something on 2. They would have played a Chalice on 1. They're going to play something on 2 here. Alright, I'm going to sit tight here. It does make my Abrades useless, true, but we've already gone down on Abrade, so it's not as interesting here. There's an Etched Champion. It's kind of an interesting one here. Alright, we can still think about where we want to put the Chalice. Chalice wasn't going to make it to 3. Alright, what are we doing here? Alright, Russ keeps saying Chalice on 1. Alright, I'm cool with that. Let's just do a Chalice on 1 here. Let's avoid a Signal Pest. That's probably not a bad thing to avoid here. They're going to throw something out on 2. There's Arcbound Ravager. That's true. Ballista on 2 could help with this Arcbound Ravager here. Blocks Etched Champion if we truly needed to. I like this line. Even though we drew a Chandra here, I'm going to put the Walking Ballista here on 2. This prevents us from just dying from Arcbound Ravager bouncing all around here. Chalice on 1 protects us from a Galvanic Blast. I'm liking this line now. I'm thinking through it. Thinking through it. Russ has got the line. How did your practice go yesterday, Russ? You were practicing for, what, an IQ? We can play Chandra. If we hit a ramp spell, we can Chandra and bridge. That would be kind of cool. We can also just sit there on 4 mana. I kind of don't think that's the smart idea here, though. Walking Ballista prevents us from dying from Ink Moth here. 4-1 in the queues, not bad. Alright, opponent's empty-handed, so we know exactly what we're working against here. We'll just take our 2 damage, and we'll take this extra point here. They're wanting us to block, and they can sack and do mean things. Honestly, if this goes too high, then we get to bridge here. We'll see how far they want to push this. Alright, they can push it as far as they'd like here. They push it to 4. That's fine with us. Looks like it'll probably be bridge here. Bridge can't attack anymore. See, now you're learning? I don't learn anything, Russ. You gotta be... You crazy. Bridge all the way. We're gonna sit there with Walking Ballista. No real reason to attack in. They could get frisky. Alright, cranial plating. Cranial plating can bounce around here. This makes this a little awkward. Question is, do we fire this off now? Or do we wait? So if we wait, what are they doing? I think I have to fire this off now. So if we wait, think for a moment. Let's think this through. If we wait, they get to attack us. And then they get to equip at instant speed. This is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then they can sack, make it 4, put another 4 on. They could do that. You can attack with the champion as well. I guess we have to allow him to attack, because he can attack with both of these. So they can move cranial plating to somewhere here. I think we have to hold tight just briefly here. We have to make them do something here. Cranial plating is not lethal just yet. It's 7, but it's not lethal. We have to wait for them to initiate Arcbound Ravager here. Alright. Chandra. There we go. This was good. Tick up for mana. Exile, Blood Moon, pass turn. Cranial's not bouncing around here. That's champion can't attack. We got the lockdown. Yeah, we did dump the hand. RT52. And now we have an active Ballista plus a almost ulted Chandra here. We can play the Ballista games here. I would not mind drawing a land here and being able to play Blood Moon here, because then we could also tick up and bring Ballista up one more here. All right. We're going to allow the Ornithopter to attack us. And we are just going to wait, nice and patiently. We will wait. What would you like to do? No damage. I'm not firing Walking Ballista off here. You gotta be crazy. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's play Blood Moon here. We're actually gonna go ahead and tick up. I think we could also just shoot down Ornithopter. That might be worth it. Buy us a little more time. Do we want to tick up and get rid of Rabblemaster here? This still attacks. I feel like I want to kill Ornithopter here. We don't have a Chalice on 0 here, so this is making it a little awkward if they drew like another Ornithopter and now can attack with 2 things. I like this line. We're just going to let that resolve. That makes Ornithopter nice and beefy. I like this line. Hey Fluffy, I found your videos on YouTube the other day and I can't get enough of them. Glad I finally had a chance to catch the stream live. Prison Deck wins. Well, I think based on that name, you're very welcome here. And glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome and glad you are here while we are live. Thank you for stopping by. An Arcbound Ravager here. Well, Arcbound Ravager is a 1/1. We do need to kind of dump our hand. Our opponent does concede, though. Our next draw would have been Pia and Karen. It actually would have been hard to dump the hand, but we would have had blockers. All right, opponents decided it is time for game 2. We're bringing in Spellskite, Sorcerer Spyglass, and Dampening Matrix. Cages do nothing. Eidolons do nothing. Torp Orb does nothing. Angers are great. Storm Breath unknown. Hazoret question mark. So we want 6. We have a +1 if we can find it. All right. Rabblemaster hits nothing. There's 4. Chain Whirler's interesting. It hits a few things, but they do grow quickly. So Chain Whirler's probably the question mark. Hazoret's terrible. Yeah, that's why I put him as a question mark. We can talk about him. I don't know if Chain Whirler's really worth it here. Whirler's amazing. What do you mean Whirler's amazing? Do I just cut 2 rituals? I mean, it might just be 2 rituals, honestly. Just cut 2 rituals. We're just trying to get to 3. If we get to 4, it's icing. Koth is terrible? Since when is Koth terrible? I guess Koth is terrible because you're not always behind a bridge. That's your reasoning for it. I could see that. Koth doesn't kill anything. He emblems very quickly, though. And then he just can clear the board. We're kind of getting to this weird place where if they have things to get rid of, or like gear per Aether Grid, then things get really kind of funky. All right, we're gonna keep this. You say Chain Whirler's all a bag of marbles here. We're gonna keep this. We have 2 draws for land here, and we do technically have ways to cast everything. We're gonna keep this. We're not gonna run out gemstone here. I'm gonna keep it. Russ, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it, Russ. You said Chain Whirler is good. We're gonna believe that Chain Whirler is good here. You ready? Do you believe in Chain Whirler? No? I'm keeping. Whoops, I hit the keep button. I meant to mulligan, chat. I apologize. Whoops. I don't know how that happened, chat. I've been told Chain Whirler's pretty good, though. Prison Deck to win. Thank you for the follow. I'm told Chain Whirler's good. We're going to see how good Chain Whirler is here. There's Steel Overseer. Don't worry, chat. We're not completely blown up yet. I think Chain Whirler's pretty good against Steel Overseer. I was told it was pretty good. I want to see how good it is. Alright, he's not bad. I don't mind him so far. He seems to be holding his own. I appreciate his business here. There comes Inkmoth. Alright. Opponent's like, nope, nope, I gotta go. Inkmoth. Alright. Inky got in. Maybe this is good? I don't know. Maybe it's good? It's kind of weird. Awkward. So many things happening. Not sure what to do, chat. I can Chandra Blood Moon indeed, Dell Davis. There's a little welding jar over there for our opponent. What's for 1 white? Whoa! Wear and tear. Or just the tear part. Wow. Alright. What do we want? Chalice on 2, Chalice on 0. Chalice on 2 means Braid's bad. Welding jar's sitting here, though. Chalice on 0. Chalice on a lot of things here. Tick up. Don't have enough mana. Chalice on 0 lets us Braid. Chalice on 1, it's not bad. Chalice on 2 turns off a Braid. We're going to sit here for a moment. Alright, we're going to tick up here. We'll throw Chalice on 1 here. We'll have a Braid open, and we're going to punch face with Chain Whirler again. They do get to use Welding Jar once. I'm okay with this. Oh, Welding's going to buy us a turn here. Watch. And I don't know if we do it now. Probably not, because in 2 turns we get to do Chandra shenanigans here. We're going to hold this for 1 turn here. Not quite ready to abrade just yet. Not quite ready to abrade, chat. You know what we need? We need a little mom and pop love. Let's get in with Chain Whirler here. I like holding it as well because now we can Emblem Chandra if we wanted to and like abrade something instant speed. Opponent concedes. Mom and pop was good. Bridge was coming too, chat. We had everything. More braids, some mountains, some chalices. That's how the Affinity matchup's supposed to go. Chain Whirler MVP. Alright. Alright, Russ. Chain Whirler was good. Chat, Chain Whirler was good. I will throw this out there though, chat. And you guys can tell me if this is the right thing to say, but Russ was like, no, don't keep that. Chat, here on the Fluffy stream, if you're brand new, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We have these things called Fluffy Hands. Fluffy Hands are 1-landers, and they're almost always guaranteed to mulligan to a 6-lander. Almost guaranteed. So if I mulligan there, I bet I'd get like Simian Spirit Guide, Ritual, and 4 mountains. Guaranteed. What do I have to do? We'll have to mulligan again. It's a Fluffy Hand. Wait until I play Mardu. What was it? A week and a half ago? We got a 5-0, and Chain Whirler, when we were testing it out, obliterated Mardu tokens. Russ is the mush? Yeah, I don't know if Russ was here when I did that. But yeah, 2 Chain Whirlers helped me get a 5-0 against Raid Boss Mardu, Pyromancer. Alright, let's keep this one going forward, chat. Moving it forward. We'll 1-0 our opponent's 2-1. We'd like to play first. Ooh, alright. Chalice on 1 is an option here. A Blood Moon follows 3 4-drops, though. I think this is a keep. I think this is a keep. We have 2 draws. I'm on the play. I'm on the play. That makes it a little harder. But we get the Chalice down pretty quickly. I guess if they're any kind of creature-based deck, though, this isn't very good. This does feel kind of weak, looking at it now. I think we're going to mulligan this. It does feel a little bit weak, actually. It's not doing... Let's mulligan. I'm not... Need to be able to ramp this Blood Moon out. This is a turn 3 Blood Moon at fastest. Oh, yes. All right, we're keeping this. This is... Oh! Yes. Yes. Who wants a turn 2 Chandra? Oh, yeah. Yes. All right, what are we doing? This has got to be Chandra here, right? Has to be Chandra. This is green-white Value Town, probably. I haven't seen a Windswept Heath in a long time. Slick Rick. Nom nom nom. What are we looking at? So they fetch a forest here. Turn 3 Chandra is not guaranteed. They could path it. Yeah, it's a Windswept Heath. Yeah, it's a Windswept Heath. This is it's like green white Value Town, I think. Chandra's gonna let us do stuff. It's a fetch. We're gonna take up for damage. We're probably gonna skip over a mountain. That's okay. It's alright, chat. We feel okay about this. We can play things, don't worry. Could be Boggles. Whoa! Bant. Oh, Blood Moon. Sweetie Pie. Jace, the Vrins of the Prodigies. We're gonna take them off blue here. I think I want to take them off blue here. He can't attack us. We can play a Robomaster after this. If there's nothing too threatening, we may just Chandra tick up Chandra. That's gotta die. I disagree. Oh, they have blue. I don't think that's gotta die. Geist of Saint of Traftage. Okay. All right. We'll just ramp out a Chandra here. Sorry, a bridge. And we'll just tick up one more time here. I think the ult is going to be important here. Tick up for damage. Pass turn. Another bridge wouldn't have been bad. We have them off blue here. I don't think they have too many ways to get rid of the bridge. Right on schedule. Right on top. There's another Geist pitched. I think it's game. If we find a land, I'll emblem. If we don't find a land, it's really tempting to not emblem because we'll need to. Well, our opponent has made an easy decision for us. There's a bridge right on top. We actually probably would have played that bridge out to have a second bridge. We weren't drawing lands, though. We weren't drawing lands, that's for sure. Okay, so blue-white. Esper Goryo's Vengeance, maybe. Cages seem decent. Yeah, our opponent maybe conceded too soon. They maybe did. It's hard to say. Alright, so they have Geist. That usually means that they're playing Spell Queller as well. Torp Orb's a maybe. Stormbreath Hazards are interesting. Grafdigger's Cages are interesting. Angers are very interesting. Dampening Matrix not so much. Spellskite's a question mark. Spyglass Eidolons are in the question mark. Braids may not be very good in this matchup. Chain Whirler's probably alright. It is first strike, so let's keep that in mind. Walking Ballistas are maybe a question mark. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen a blue-white Spirit deck in a while. Spyglass could come in. We don't know necessarily if they're like a Vengeance deck, Goryo's Vengeance deck. There you go, doors. Although it's slowly becoming obsolete because decks shift all the time. Wouldn't bring in Cages yet? I'm good with that. Alright, we'll bring in Angers here. We'll bring in a Hazard and a Stormbreath here. I kind of want to grab these Eidolons somehow. I kind of want these Eidolons. I feel like Eidolon could be very good. Evaros, what's up? How you doing? How are you doing? I saw you, what, last night or maybe the night before? I don't think I watched anything. Maybe it was Sunday night. Playing some Jeskai control, I saw. No Stormbreath? Alright. In that case, I'll bring in, what? An Eidolon? I don't know. Spellskite. Spellskite's probably better. Evaros, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. I guess they're not quite... Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we would resolve probably an Anger or Slagstorm at some point. Artie, the only reason, and I kind of will side a little bit with Russ, is that in this list that we're playing against, our opponent probably is more aggressive, and so that's why the bridge is a little more interesting. Ranger. It was some sort of control. I think Yavaros, you're like a control expert, sort of, right? I don't know. All right. We're going to jam Rabblemaster here. If they would like to colonnade, or not colonnade, wow. Celestial Purge or Path it, I'm fine. Gets us lands. The Heath really confused you. I would agree. It's Big Affinity. Thank you for the follow. Whoa, Gideon. Hello there, Gideon. Got some big muscles over there, Gideon. I guess we'll double hit Gideon here. Right? Kind of try to clear him out here. I love Rabble plus 3 sweeper combo here. There's their blue mana. They have found it. Field of Ruin could also get our ruins. Maybe that was a misplay to play that to give them an option. We'll see what this blue mana resolves into. I have a feeling it's going to be a Geist. 4 mana. It's Shillelagh. Shillelagh. I call her Shillelagh. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and attack Gideon. We'll do 2 to Gideon this time. I'm not worried about Shillelagh here. Yeah, Varos, you play enough. I'm not going to call you Grandmaster or anything like that, but you're an expert at some control matchups. You prefer Shillelagh? I literally called this Shillelagh the first time. I was like, it's close enough. I know it's Shillelagh. I know it's Shillelagh, or Shillelagh, or Shillelagh. But Shillelagh just sounds right. Alright, Gideon's a bit of a problem here. A little bit of a problem with how we're kind of going about this. Each opponent. Alright, we have a Chalice here. We took a lot of things out on 2. We could throw the Chalice to 2 here. What are we worried about? We're not quite at 6. The Irish Angel. Shillelagh. This is let's go ahead and attack in here. This damage is always prevented. We are creating tokens though. We could attack in an Anger. But that leaves Gideon around. That's kind of a problem for us right now. I kind of want to bait more out here. This does get rid of this stuff though. What happens if we Anger here? Gideon sticks around? Is that a problem? Should we just Chalice on 2? Should we try to bait more out here? We could double Anger next turn. What do they have? Counter? I know. If this could only hit the Gideon, this game would be easy. Minus that it has hexproof, but... Alright, let's go ahead and get a Chalice down for 2. Chalice down for 2 seems mediocre, but I don't think Angering here is a good idea because we don't really have a good way to get rid of Gideon. Obviously, this makes it slightly harder to get rid of Shillelagh here. But at the same time, maybe they'll just play one more thing. Maybe they'll just play one more card. Can't really attack, can they? Oh, they're getting frisky. Getting frisky here with Kitchen Finks. You need to calm down over there, opponent. Getting frisky and a half. Whoa. Well, we'll just take this. They got something to block. Maybe another Shillelagh. Restoration Angel? Chandra's interesting here. Are we playing Chandra out, or are we allowing them to Restoration Angel us? Maybe we attack in to see what they're going to block with. Let's do that, and then find out what we're doing from there. Yeah, it's definitely a Restoration coming. Restoration plus double Anger kind of tastes delicious. I'm going to attack in, opponent. There's Resto. That's fine. I think we just double Anger here. We could do that. Anger then Slagstorm. Anger Slagstorm, play Chandra next turn, have an Anger afterwards. Alright. They can get in with Gideon here. We are on the... We haven't drawn an Ensnaring Bridge, so a little higher probability to do so. If we were to draw an Ensnaring Bridge, we could lead with Chandra and get Ensnaring Bridge out. We have cleared up quite a bit of their board, and if they need to reestablish the board instead of attacking us with Gideon, we have Chandra to pick one thing off. We have Anger to pick a wide variety of things off. Is this good? It's probably as good as it's gonna get. As good as it's gonna get. They may be worried about actually casting something here. They may have a counter which they need to hold up for. But that's their decision, not ours. Not our decision, chat. It is theirs and theirs alone. Theirs and theirs alone. Do 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 do. They could hit us for 4 here. Maybe they make a Gideon emblem. I don't know. D-Spheres the Chalice. Or maybe their own Gideon. Who knows? I should have changed my name to Thick Rick. Hey now, but Slick Rick's here. Alright, preventing Runin's damage here. So here's where we could like Chandra and just pick off Jay. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Bershek 10, thank you for the follow. This is our opportunity to get rid of Gideon. This flips. Needs 5 cards. We can get rid of Gideon here. We can get rid of Gideon, or we can like Chandra tick up and Anger to the Jace away. He has 2 cards. We have a couple kill Gideons. Jace doesn't get out of... But this is an opportunity to get rid of Gideon. They have a 2-drop. Can't be just Jace. They've got to have something else here, right? Kill Jace next turn. They loot. What is the worst thing they can loot into in blue-white? 4, 5. They can find an Elspeth here. They can find an Elspeth. They might have just another Gideon at this point. Another Gideon's kind of hard to kill. This is going to potentially tick up, though. Alright. Let's go with a Ballista here, and we're going to just kill Gideon here while we have the opportunity here. If they have another Gideon, they have another Gideon. We'll just have to assume that they don't. They probably have like Teferi, a Jace, other cards. I don't imagine they're playing a playset of Gideons here. Yep, they could play like a Think Twice. They fetch. They can use Field of Ruin. They can flip it. So they can get it flipped. There's not a whole lot in the yard, though, at the moment that makes Jace terrifying. So I think we have to decide one or the other. I think an active Gideon kills us faster than a flip Jace. We're playing a little bit longer game here. I don't know. Colonnade, tapped. Tapping 2 mana, untapping 2 mana. Tapping 2 mana, untapping 2 mana. Tapping 2 mana to do Field of Ruin here. We'll say okay to this. We'll grab us a land here. Alright, opponent's moving to attacks. It's a good sign for us at the moment. So a counter. A counter plus Chase activation flips. Alright, if they're going to counter something, I guess we want them to counter the anger, right? No Resto Mana is good. I would like to get Chandra down here, but this smells like a counter. So we moon then anger. If we moon, they counter. And then we anger. They tap, send a card, and flip this? Why would I do that? I need to anger first. Might be a Logic Knot. Well, that's true. It could be a Logic Knot. If they do a Logic Knot here, then they can't counter. That's true. If it's any other counter, they get it here. They flip on a counter, though. So what do we want to resolve here? Target creature, you may cast an instant or sorcery. Alright, yeah, if they moon, they can't Logic Knot. Well, they can Logic Knot, but then they Logic Knot for a bunch and we get rid of Jace. Alright, we're going to go with that line here. And we'll see if it's a Logic Knot. Logic Knot's a little more popular right now. They would have to do it now. They don't. Alright. So is this a mana leak? I guess we just follow it up with a anger. Mana leak or something else? Piracy Charm. Wow. We discard a card. Wow. Wow. Alright, chat. I cannot say I have seen this card in a long time. As in, like, I've only seen it one other time online. Can't play around that, though, I don't think. Alright. Looking for bridge. That is the play of the night indeed. That was well played, opponent. Well played. Modern staple charm, indeed. We need a bridge. What is this? 7 still? Alright, we'll have 6. Let our opponent kill us here. We did get a little bit wrecked here. And Restoration Angel, we'll concede to that. Alright. We have a better idea of what their deck is. So it's Jaces for value, Restoration Angels, Spirits, Planeswalkers. Alright. So Spyglass is coming in. We have a few things we can name for that. Torp Orb's probably alright to bring in as well. Storm Breath is interesting. Yeah, there's not a lot of counter. I think Spellskite is awkwardly not really needed. I think we can drop one of the Angers. I don't think we need a full play set. They're not as into the Geist plan as we thought they were. How useful is Chalice in this matchup? Well, Chalice on 1 doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Chalice on 2 is interesting enough. We might drop 1 Chalice. Kind of bring these 3 things in. Pro white is extremely important here. I think Spellskite, Anger, and Chalice can hop out. Sorcerer's Torpor Orb and Storm Breath is fine. The Torpor Orb's kind of interesting. It's probably not even needed. We could side in some more creatures too. We could actually go kind of full on with the Eidolons. Is Torpor Orb required here? I think Torpor Orb's fine here. Stops. They haven't shown any Snapcasters, but they may have some. Stops Resto, stops Kitchen Finks. I guess because the Kitchen Finks will bring the Anger back in, we'll take a Slag Storm technically out. That's technically slightly better. Chain Whirler's greater than Eidolon. It is first strike. We have Hazard in here. We have Cough. Dominate the ground. It's fair. Can I find a spot for these? I'm gonna take one more Chalice out here and bring 1 Chain Whirler in. I'm not gonna bring both in. I'll bring 1 in. Would I like to play first? Yes. Torpor Orb and Chain Whirler are a little bit of a non-bow. We have a turn 2 Chandra with backup Angers. We'll keep this. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Unlikely they have Spell Pierce. We haven't seen any counter magic from our opponent, but they did Piracy Charm us, so you know. Who knows what's showing up from our opponent. Extra land is good to see here. We'll go ahead and lead with Ritual. Simeon, Chandra tick up. Chandra's pretty good. Tick up here for damage and pass turn. Passes over a Rampant Ruins. That's not a bad one to pass over here. Alright. Opponent fetching on their main. Needed to grab their top. White blue here. They do have D spheres. Maybe a reason to have Spellskite still in the main. Jace. Jace is played. Do we need to kill this? Probably. We'll tick up, see if we get any of our other options to kill it. I think we just kill this and worry about Blood Moon next turn. Pass turn. We'll go ahead and tick up again here. Say no to the Chalice. We'll attempt a Ensnaring Bridge here and pass turn. They have basics. I'm not worried about Blood Moon at this point. I'd rather see if I can get a bridge down. Vendilion Click. Can't attack us. Goes after their hand instead. Wall of Omens. Torpor Orb looking A-okay here. At this point, we will probably Emblem Chandra here and look to close this game out ASAP. Ensnaring Bridge is looking good here. D-Sphere in hand is a problem. Might be D-Sphere here. Wall of Omens. Don't care about that card. Embleming Chandra immediately here, chat. Alright. Anger looks really good here off this emblem. Alright, we have the kill in 3 turns here, so we're going to go ahead and emblem. Tapped out, we'll go ahead and Anger here. I don't see any reason that the wall is a problem, so we're going for face. Clear the board, pass the turn. Turn 2 Chandra, chat. We have 2 castable cards. Remember, they just have to be castable. It doesn't matter if he counters them. Emblem is a virtual lock. You can counter all you want. Still take the damage. We have a castable card. They would have to get rid of Blood Moon in hand. Boots up Colonnade to show us who's boss. Castable Blood Moon in hand. Casting Blood Moon, chat. I was thinking about giving Mom and Pop the glory, but nope. No, Blood Moon all the way. All right, got a 2-0-2-1 here. We're going on to match 3 here. Going on to match 3. Send a message. Blood Moon. Sending a message with Blood Moon. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Go grab yourself some water. Go grab yourself a bathroom break, bio break, and we'll be jumping into this next league in just 30 seconds. All right, let me go use that restroom. Ah, bio break done. Blood Moon MVP. I meant the call name was to send you a message. Oh, indeed. Our opponent did send us a message. The message was sent, and the message was, I don't like you. Alright, hopefully everyone's getting their water, getting that bathroom break. Coming on back. Hydration bot's been helping us, except now we have to go to the bathroom every now and then. How's everyone's summer kicking off, by the way? I work, but I know some people here are probably in school and got out. What are your summer plans, chat? Didn't wash hands. Too fast of a break. Well, my hands are nice and clean with nice soap and water. The front bathroom is like 2 steps away. Everyone says that. Everyone says that, yet I'm the person, I'll just say this, when I go get lunch at work, I'll stop in a restroom to wash my hands. I find it kind of disgusting to be at my desk and then go and not wash your hands before you eat. Well, it's working in the cool, and I'll work in the heat. Oh no, Zale. The heat. It's pretty toasty here. I wouldn't want to be working outside too often. Alright, we're against Brent PK1. Opponent's 2-0, we're 2-0. We're gonna, unfortunately, someone's gonna be upset after this one. We have a turn 2 Desperate Ritual into a Blood Moon. We're gonna keep this, a little risky. We do have a way to clean up the board. We only have 2 sweepers main. So that's kinda nice. Should have left the mic unmuted? No, thank you. I will mute on that. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. They do not know that we have a Blood Moon in hand. Forest is a good draw for our opponent, though. Llanowar Elves. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and ramp out this Blood Moon here and let them flood the board with some good stuff, and then we'll probably anger it all away. Alright, Dwynen's Elite here. Look at that Cavern of Souls. Maybe this is all in Dwynen's Elite thing. What's this hand watch chatter I read here? I just flop it out. Oh gosh. Don't want to know anymore, man. Don't want to know anymore, Dev the Reb. Alright. We'll watch our opponent dump their hand here, and then we'll anger it and see what happens. It's probably the best hand we could have had against our opponent here. Even if this is like a Zuri or something else. There's a Devoted Druid. And a Heritage Druid. Alright. Our opponent has a bunch of X and 2 and X and 1 creatures here. We're going to go ahead and anger first. Although the Chain Whirler is tempting, I will say. We're going to go ahead and anger first. Our main deck Chain Whirler over here. Punish him. Chain Whirler is not a bad one here to follow up with. Except that's a Nettle Sentinel. Alright, so is there any reason to run out Chain Whirler and get to town here? Or do we wait? I guess we'll go ahead and run it out and start attacking. We need to put pressure on our opponent. Let's begin sending our opponent a message here. Mystic of the Elvish variety here. Uh-oh, Court Elves. Alright, Court Elves is fine with me. Chain Whirler might have been an aggressive play out. But I'm okay with that. We're here to be aggressive, chat. Our opponent is thinking. Not sure what they can cast, but they are thinking about it. A Chandra wouldn't be bad here. Blow away the Mystic. Braid wouldn't be bad. Blow away the Mystic. Chalice really isn't too bad either. What do we throw Chalice on? 1? 2. We can't get it to 3 just yet. I'll throw it on 1. 1 seems like the right play here. Alright, they come at us for 3. Alright, we're going to just continue to return the favor here. I have a feeling this could be a collected company from our opponent. We will empty the hand, though. That way, if we get a bridge, we're good. Nothing from our opponent just yet. Gotta cast something to untap. Devoted Druid is cast. I think this could be the all-in Devoted stuff here. Guess that was maybe a reason to put Chalice on 2. Not too concerned just yet here. We'll keep fighting back here. We are technically put them on a 4-turn clock here. We'll see what they have here, though. They gotta cast a green spell to untap Nettle Sentinel. They always have to cast something. Elvish Archdruid here. Untaps. Gets in for a little more here. Alright. So they can get in for 5 here. That is a little bit frustrating. We have a 3-turn clock. They have a 3-turn clock. Need something here. Alright, so if we attack in, we put them to 6. They return by putting us to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we can't attack anymore. Gotta hold back. No white mana, but they could chord for the white and go infinite if they needed to. And by chord for the white, I mean going and getting Devoted. Cast an untapped Nettle Sentinel here. If they attack with Elvish Archdruids, I'm tempted to block here because of First Strike and they'll do less damage. No attacks from our opponent. A Ruins here. These Ruins would have killed, by the way. I have to just pass the turn. No attacks from either side here. We are flooding out like crazy. This is unfortunate. Our opponent is pseudo flooding out as well, though. We are flooding pretty hard. Some good old juicy flooding here. All right. We can play Chandra down. So we can tick up here. Ticking up feels pretty good. Ticking down, you could also get rid of the Archdruid. That makes everything smaller. Puts us to 1, though. Do we tick up here? With the idea that... 2, 3, 4... Tick up for draws? Do 2 damage to them? Maybe we top deck something kind of interesting too, like removal. Then we're like out of range with Chandra. Killing Archdruid gets us ahead on board. They do have to swing in with kind of 2 things. Maybe I just kill. Yeah, they have a ton of mana. I'm not too worried about that. Chandra tick down, kill Archdruids. They have to attack with both of these, and then we block 1 to kill Chandra. Alright. Do we just attack in here? I think we don't. We're going to force them to attack into us. And Chain Whirler will get to pick its target here. Maybe. Maybe not. I like the tick down because another Archdruid means that things can start attacking us and Chain Whirler can't kill them. Do they attack? Nettle and Mystic here. Alright, well I guess we'll kill the Nettle here. We'll take the 1 for the Mystic. Alright. They had something they wanted to play. We'll see if they play it here. Dwynen's Elite. They're gonna go wide on us. Really don't need another Blood Moon here. We'll F6 to their turn. We can't attack in necessarily because they hit us for 4. Well, I guess it's kind of like 2 turns both ways. And a Braid. A Braid is good enough to make us go ahead and attack in here. We'll just hope for no Collected Company here. I like the Abrade, though. Abrade gives us options here. Tapping green mana here. Opponent's deciding whether they want to block or not. They're going to block with the Elf Warrior. That's fine with us. Alright, we'll move to their turn here. Braid can get rid of something nasty here if they are able to play it. This one's a lot closer than I think it should be. I will be willing to take 3 here. Alright, we'll hold a Braid here. We have plenty of mana to cast everything like 14 times. Alright, let's go ahead and attack in here. Extra Chain Whirler's not bad. I gotta imagine something's up over there. I would think, but our opponent has surprised us so far. Here we go. Action. Untapping this as well will mean Chain Whirler can actually kill this, which is kind of cool. Collected Company here? Not Collected Company. Cord? Yeah, Cord. It's got to be Cord, right? Cording for 4. What can they get at 4? We'll find out here. Shillelagh. Shillelagh. Alright. Well, we get a first strike in here, and then we get to braid this. And then I'll follow it up probably with a Chain Whirler here. Shillelagh. I like keeping this Chain Whirler around, and I like following this up with my next Chain Whirler to clear this guy off. We'll F6. I put some to 8. We have 2 first strikers. This feels good. Feels good. Sick line. Could have also let that resolve, and then we could have played Chain Whirler to kill that, and then a Braid to kill something else. Could have been a line as well. I like this, though. I like 2 attackers. 2 versus 2 on this board feels delicious. Delicious. I think we're coming in here for damage, right? I don't see any reason to hold back here. They haven't courted all game, so I think that was their court attempt. We'll hold this card. Did we get game 1? This is game 1. Karn in the bottom left will tell you if it's game 1 or not. Alright, they're going to court for another Shillelagh. Does this mean they go infinite here? Courting for 5. So guard up. Azuri. You can regen some elves. 1, 2, 3. Azuri just wins it here. Is that correct? Wish I had these ruins unlocked, but then they probably would have been able to play some stuff. Oh. Looks like they have it here. Not enough forests? Yeah. Yeah, they have enough forests. They get to hit for 11 here. I do not have another Abrade, unfortunately. There's Chandra. There's Chandra. Was it greedy to attack? Probably not. They played a chord to get Shillelagh. Or Shalai or whatever. Alright, cages can come in here. Sorcerer's Spyglass, Torpor Orb, and Dampening Matrix. Torpor Orb's maybe a question mark, but they have Rex Sages, so these 5 come in. Angers as well. Storm Breath's no good, Hazard's no good, Eidolon's not necessary. Spellguide is a question mark. Rabble Masters come out. Everything else is decent. We'll take Koth out. I need 3 more to pull out here. It was a lot of mountains. It was. Pernicious dude. It was so many mountains. It's kind of ridiculous. So we believe they're the Devoted Druid combo. So Blood Moon is actually pretty decent here. So we want to keep Blood Moon. What else can we take out here? Honestly, we probably can take a Ritual out. That's 6. So cages. Can we fit the cages in somehow? We can take a P and Kieran Nalar out here. We need 1 more. Do I take just another Ritual out? It might be worth it. Just take 1 more Ritual out. And kind of run this. We just got to hit 3 mana again. 3 mana is not hard. Chain Whirlers. Let's see here. Let's bring the Ritual back in and let's get rid of a Simian Spirit Guide. Ritual helps us get 3 red in the case that we have a gemstone. Rituals are good for speed. Alright, let me get rid of the Simian Spirit Guides for all the rituals. That way we have triple red when we do get a Chain Whirler. Simian Spirit Guide does not guarantee that. We have 2 Simian Spirit Guides still. We have 3 Abrades, Walking Ballistas, Grafdigger Cages, Chalices, Spyglasses, Dampening Matrices. Surely we can hold them off. It will matter on the opener. Would I like to play first? Absolutely. Alright, so this is a turn 2 Chandra into a bridge. It's probably good enough. Why Grafdiggers? Because they courted for their answers. If we had a Grafdigger's Cage, we would have been a lot better. I'm going to keep this. It's a turn 2 Chandra. That's pretty good with a bridge backup here. It's pretty good. We can start using Chandra to tick up. Nothing from our opponent. We'll go ahead and ritual out here. Just need that orb. Exactly. Alright, we passed over a mountain. That's good for us. No turn 1 play is really good to see. They have a Pride Mage and a Rex Sage. This might be needed to get killed here. Do we kill this? Probably. I probably can't let this stay here, can I? This is kind of annoying, this Pendelhaven. I can't let this stay here. I just can't. I can't. There's too much at stake. Alright, we'll keep dumping our hand here. Chain Whirler is a good little sweeper-esque. There's a Rising Canopy. If they tap Pendelhaven, we actually don't get to wipe the board here. But we'll see what they do tap here. Little Dwynen's Elite and Heritage Druid here. Looks like they're dumping their hand. Can make 3 mana and put something else out. Archdruid is a problem now. Anger the Gods made that problem go away. We're gonna tick up, see if we hit another Anger the Gods here. We hit a Cage. We actually can cast this. We'll cast this and we'll go ahead and anger the board. Pass the turn. Alright, we're in the driver's seat. Come on, opponent. What's next? Rex Sage. What do you want, bridge or cage? You care about cage a lot more. Alright, opponent. Are we just killing this? Probably. We can probably be patient with our Chain Whirler. Oh, we can be patient now. Let's be patient, chap. Let's be patient. F6. Let's go, Elves. You got another Rex Sage? You bring it. Bridge is ready for you. Where's our Walking Ballista? That's the windscreen. All right. Any changes? Spellskite would be good as an additional Torpor Orb to protect bridges from Rex Sages. Spellskite is probably something to consider. I really want to probably bring this in as an additional, quote, Torpor Orb. What comes out if we do that? I almost want to say just hedge the bet, take the ritual out, and go for it. I could take... Alright, I like that. I'll take 1 Chalice out for a Spellskite. I like that. Let's do that swap on the draw. I do like that, Slick Rick. Alright, open her hand. Come on. Something juicy. Oh, Dampening Matrix is kind of a bit of an ace for us, but we don't have a Torpor Orb. Torpor Orb, they have Rex Sage, they just blow Dampening away. There's no way to sweep the board here. Sweeping the board might be more important. Dampening Matrix may be too slow here. Pernicious Dude, thank you for the follow. Scarlet Spud. I've been playing UR Delver Modern and found that I've loved Magma Jet. I don't know if you would want to play one or a braid. We've played Magma Jet a little bit. The flexibility of the scry is not too bad. Flexibility of the scry gives you kind of a little bit of depth. The 2 versus 3 is a little bit important in terms of damage. I'm kind of leaning towards what Slick and Dev are saying here on the mull. We're on the draw. I don't have anything else really going for me. The dampening matrix is cool, but probably not needed in this opener. So we're gonna mulligan. All right, we'll keep this. It's a little slow, but we have 2 removals here, and we'll hope something nice is on top. We'll bottom Chandra. 3 mana is not bad here. It is the magic number we need. A braid can help us clear off something pesky here, like a devoted druid. So we'll kind of hold it for that. What's on top? A cage is a perfect draw off the top. All right. We'll go ahead and do that. We can either ramp out Chandra or we're going to get this a braid. So we'll see what they decide to do to us. No white mana just yet. 3 mana, an Elvish Archdruid. Well, that's got to go. That has got to go. I'm going to destroy that. It's a little too much here. All right, we'll F6 to our opponent's turn, see what they have. We can get Chandra and a Spellskite, which is pretty good. Protects Cage. Protects Chandra as well. It's looking good. Not great. Looking good, though. They have the Devoted combo here. We're kind of dead, though. Okay. Just some Elves. Chain Whirler wouldn't be bad to see here. Anger wouldn't be bad. We have a bunch of those. A Walking Ballista. Alright, so we can put a Walking Ballista on 2. Or we can Chandra here. Chandra Walking Ballista on 1. Wow. We could put a Chandra down and put a Walking Ballista on 1, or we can go for 2, Devoted Druid. If we're ticking up Chandra here, putting the Walking Ballista on 1, we can kind of get rid of one thing. He won't combo. He probably doesn't have enough cards. Because I locked Cord. That is fair. Let's put Chandra down. Man, chat, you're blowing up now. I'm going to go ahead and put Walking Ballista on 1 here. This plays a little bit into if we draw an Anger or something. We'll deal with that. I like this line just slightly better. They can attack Chandra for a little bit of damage if they would like here. Spellskite's good, but I think Walking Ballista is fine here. Westvale Abbey. All right. No attacks from our opponent. All right, Chalice. We can play a Chalice on 1. We can play a Chalice on 1 plus a Spellskite. We could also tick up. We could kill. What do they have in hand? So we have no idea what they have in hand. They have 2 cards, if you're wondering that amount. So what is this? Pay 1 life, create 1/1. 5 sack. Get big dude. So they can make a dude here. So what are we doing? I almost just want to kill one of these and play like a Spellskite. I almost want to just kill Devoted Druid and make a Spellskite here. That feels good. That feels good to me. Make some mana here. Not sure what they're going to do other than they're going to go ahead and crack Horizon Canopy here. Gonna make 2 mana here. Alright. They've made 2 mana. We'll go to our second main here. I don't know what 2 mana gets them. Oh, they're gonna create a dude. Alright, they create a dude. We're gonna go ahead and spell Sky here. So is this a Chalice on 1 or is this a spell Skype? It's a Chalice on 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make another dude. Alright, we're gonna spell Skite here. Alright. If we're worried about them playing too many things out, we'll use Walking Ballista. But we're gonna hope that we can get Walking Ballista up to 2 before we have to do that. We're not in any fear just yet. Cavern of Souls. The Chalice on 1 wouldn't have been any good. And Dwynen's Elite is a problem here. There's a Zuri. Alright, Zuri can land. That's fine. No attacks from our opponent. Land would be good here. I'd like to kill a Zuri. A Chandra is fine. Not great, though. But Chandra means that we can play Chandra out and keep walking a Ballista around. Let's do that. Play new Chandra. Keep new Chandra. Kill a Zuri. Okay. He might regen some elves just in case. Targets to regen, that's fine. Pendelhaven's preventing us from killing these, so we'll just sit tight here. Okay. And we're just gonna sit tight here. We do have a way to basically block everything and then kill something so that it doesn't... Well, no, because of Pendelhaven. So they can get rid of Chandra if they would like. They kind of risk their board by doing that, though. We'll see if they attack in here. Well, they're all coming here. I think we're just gonna have to accept Chandra's dead here. And hope for land. I want to keep walking Ballista around. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can't actually activate Westvale Abbey. The only other card I would take here right now is probably a Blood Moon. There's a Desperate Ritual. So we could put this on 2, but then we don't have Walking Ballista activations. So let's just sit tight here real quick. I'm just going to sit tight. You can make Walking Ballista 2/2 here. It is a pseudo land. This game's a lot closer than we like it. So we get to It's all 1/1 creatures. We're just gonna block once with Spellskite here. Opponent's not so sure about that attack. At end step, we'll go ahead and use Desperate Ritual to pump Walking Ballista once. Be as mana efficient as we can. If there's a Chandra on top, well, we did bottom one Chandra if I recall. There's an Abrade. Alright, we're gonna sit tight with our Abrade here. Those utility lands are being obnoxious. Oh, they are. We're not going to try to pick anything off with Pendlehaven being here. Westvale Abbey's got me the scaredest. The scaredest. We're going to hold a Braid for something a little more interesting than these 1/1s. Oh, baby. Alright, Anger of the Gods is a good, like, uh-oh button. We're going to sit tight. Unfortunately, our opponent is drawing lands. Or not lands, drawing action, probably. They could also have a bunch of Collected Companies and Chords. That could be an option. Alright, let's see what they do here. If they ever tap Pendlehaven here, then I can shoot something down. Here we go. This is our opportunity. So here, I'm going to probably just shoot one of these down. While I have the opportunity. Do I want to shoot anything else? The answer is probably no. Chalice 1 doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Alright, we're going to hold a Braid for something a little more interesting still. Yeah, like I said, I'd love a Blood Moon here, because then I could like kind of just go full out on like the Abrades and Angers, I think. Alright, Devoted Druid's played here. That is probably worth an Abrade. The question is Walking Ballista any good still? We could also just like not Abrade here and just Anger the Gods. Clear the board. There's a Blood Moon. Alright. Now we're looking at something here. Alright, let's start with Blood Moon here. We'll pass the turn. And I think because of that Blood Moon, we'll be in okay shape here. They're going to pump Pendlehaven here. Alright, that's fine. We weren't going to kill your elf anyway. They have a green over here. I'm not worried about killing this. Not yet. Alright. I love Walking Ballista, but we're not getting to pump him right now. And they already had one green. They do have double green. Devoted Druid made sure they had double green here. Extra Cage. Is it time to Anger? I know they have 0 ways of casting it, yes. Do we Anger the board here? Or do we just sit tight? If we Anger the board... And Rexaging away the Cage is a lot harder. Maybe I just play Cage here, and I throw a Chalice on 1 now. Actually, I kind of like that. Cage and Chalice on 1, pass turn. Let's do that. Now that Cavern is turned off. I think this is fine. We'll pass turn here. Alright. This way we don't have to worry about Spellskite as much. Our opponent has a... Their hand is full of goodness here. I'm afraid to Anger because I have a feeling they're just going to like start playing things. Alright, there we go. Alright, we can go on autopilot now. We're going to pump Walking Ballista every turn and start clearing the board and then get in for damage. I think we're good here. We're looking solid. We'll see what they do. Looking solid. We can also get Walking Ballista high enough that we could just, we can Anger underneath. Alright, we're in the driver's seat now. I'm not too worried about anything. We have an extra braid here to do something, and we have walking ballista. We're going to go on autopilot mode here. We're going to basically pump walking ballista until he's probably like a 4-4-5-5. Consider the anger, and then get in for oodles of damage. Oh yeah, we're looking good now. We're in the driver's seat, chap. We are in the driver's seat. Careful. Careful. Elves Archdruid, that's fine with us. See if he attacks at all. No, no attacks. We'll go ahead and do a little quick abrade here. We'll do a nice little quick abrade there. Extra land is good. Let's go ahead and put a counter on walking ballista, and now let's go ahead and go on the attack. It is time, chat. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Spellskite got a little excited. I don't think that's going to cost us anything. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat. Little nervous here. Opponent's a little nervous. All right. Sending that message, chat. Send the message. Countered. Our opponent waited for a while, not flooding the board. Now that Caverns is offline, let's see if they attack for 3 here. Come on. Get frisky. Feeling good, chat. It's feeling good. Feeling oh so good, chat. Whittling the board away. I think we got our Elves opponent here. That would be the guesstimate here. Well, we don't need that. We're not going to quite clear the board and get in just yet. We can do that next turn. Twinen's Elite. Let's go ahead and clear. That way this just becomes a 2-2. Just a little 2-2. 2-2 for 2. Little 2-2 for 2. Let's go ahead and get rid of it as well. I'm going to go in for damage now. I missed lethal there? How'd I miss lethal? They had blockers, didn't they? I might have missed it. We're just being slow and methodical. No rushes here. Let him play elite, add counter, play anger, attack for 6, ping for 6. Fair enough. I think we're in a pretty good state. Your line is much tighter than mine. Kind of like casually just playing through this game, though. I do like your line, though. It gives them less draws, for sure. A lot less draws. Drink a little water here. Hydrate, chat. Can't ping for 6 with 3 damage on the stack. I think the anger is the 3 damage. This prison is elf proof. It's pretty good. If they somehow find a way to get rid of Walking Ballista and do something else here, maybe double Rex Age? I don't know. Could happen. On their upkeep. Collected Company. As indeed how Grafdigger's Cage works. Got there. We got there. We held on to Walking Ballista just long enough. Go ahead and put these double counters on and fire in here. We'll send the message as well. Sometimes people just play the Cocos and stuff just to make sure the rules are working correctly. Last ditch effort. Sometimes they do it as well just to show us what they had. Gotta test for new moto bugs. Exactly. Alright, we got that game. 3-0 in this league. Let's see if we can get it nice and tight here for the last 2 matches. Tight plays. Oh, sad face. Opponent sent us a sad face. I'm kind of curious what they're holding for all those turns, though. Kind of curious. Alright, opponent concedes. I'll reveal what we had. You were kind of toast. Alright. Let's keep it moving forward for our opponent. That Blood Moon really shut him down with the Westvale Abbey. I think they were trying to get that Westvale Abbey off. Bridges would have been a great way to draw out to that. Not that we drew any, but we had a variety of different outs for that. Alright. Petitions for Fluffy to change his name to the Warden. I like Fluffy Wolf a little bit better than the Warden, thank you. I do understand where you're going with that, though. The Warden. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Alright, let's find another opponent here. Oh gosh, you people. Oh gosh. Alright, let's see if we get an opponent we can beat. Alright, we're 3-0, our opponent is unknown here. Let's see here. We have a turn 1 Blood Moon or Bridge, and we have a Chandra. We're going to keep this. We're going to pitch probably Chandra to this, just because Chandra is going to be a little too far away. We'll have 6 to our opponent. Just testing, huge elf boy. Opponent concedes their first turn to us, maybe. Oh, nope. They have found the pause button. Alright, we'll go ahead and ramp out. We'll probably just ramp out. Oh. Alright. I'm going to do Blood Moon. I'd love to do Rabble Master here, but I think Blood Moon's going to keep him off black and possibly green as well. It's very hard to tell. It could be a Jund, it could be Living End, it could be Mardu Pyromancer, it could be Hollow One. This card across from us is too versatile in the meta right now. Opponent concedes to turn 1 Blood Moon. Alright. Turn 1 Blood Moon. Against an opponent playing a Black Cleave Cliffs. They're not Hollow One. Guaranteed. Hollow One doesn't care. It likes black, but it doesn't care. Jund. Jund will care. Jund will care heavily for a Blood Moon. Mardu Pyromancer is 50-50. Depends on their hand. I'm guessing, though, it's probably Jund with this one. We're gonna guess Jund here. Mardu's less likely to because they play Blood Moon themselves. They can function on just red. Alright. Chain Whirler's gonna stay in. Could be a Grixis. It could be. It could be. It certainly could. We're gonna have to guess it's a Jund. And I'm gonna sideboard for Jund. Because if it is Jund, we gotta be able to sideboard for them. Living End's fine. I mean, I'm good against Living End, so. I mean, it could be Living End. I don't think Abrades are as good here. And the Slagstorms and Angers. I'm kind of questioning these. So I'm going to pull these 5 out. I'm going to bring Hazard, Spellskite, Sorcerer, Spyglass in. And probably a pair of Eidolons. Blackcleave, no play is weird from Jund. Unless it's Blackcleave plus a fetch land. Or a Raging Ravine or something. And they're looking to play a Bob. Could be that. I don't mind going with it's a Living End. Makes things interesting for us. Maybe keep an Anger. It's probably not a bad idea. We do have the Chain Whirlers. Chain Whirlers get X and 1s. If it's Living End, Anger's not going to do anything. If it's Jund, Anger's not going to do anything. I don't mind hedging this way. Actually, I don't mind taking a Walking Ballista out here and going with a Koth. Alright, let's do this. We've kind of headed... Eidolon is a blocker. Alright, so we have a turn 1 Koth here. We're going to keep this. We're going to see if turn 1 Koth can win us the game here. Blood Crypt, discard spell? No discard. Alright, we're going to go for a Koth on... Or do we do a Chalice? Wow. Just play Koth, don't play mana. Alright. So we have an option here. If we think it's Living End, we can Chalice on 0. We can hedge that bet and then play Koth, and we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Chalice on 1. If it's Living End, though, guys, then Chalice on 1 is bad. I don't think I want a Chalice. I think I want to Koth. I think I want to Koth, and then I'll throw a Chalice where I need to. I don't need to throw a Chalice on 0 just yet. I'm Kothing. I know people are like, turn 1 Koth's no good, but I'm good with turn 1 Koth. Oh, we could have spliced. I'm not going to worry about a splice here. Could have spliced, but I'm not going to worry. Why shock in and no play? No idea. We're going to see if ticking up here and kind of going to our second main maybe makes them cycle. If it does, Chalice will be slammed on 0 in the second main phase. Could it be Grishelbrand? Could be. I don't know. Maybe he's holding Bolt up? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to save Chalice here. We're going to save it for 1 turn here, chat. I know you guys are kind of like passing out here. Alright. So Chalice is going on 0. Guaranteed. Alright. Good call on the Living End. Alright, I think Chalice on 0 could be game-breaking here. An extra mountain wouldn't be bad here, because we're going to be embleming Koth. Okay. Let's, I hate doing this. Should have. Just get in. See if we can get them to cycle at all here. Alright. We'll go ahead and cast on 0 here. And F6 to our opponent. Do the cascade right now. No cascade. Play Chalice before animating Mountain. Cycles. To avoid turn 2 Living End. That's fair. I think I would have been a little surprised if they would have turned 2'd us. A little surprised. Alright. So the question is, do we emblem here? Probably. Because this might be like a Beast Within. So we probably want to emblem. We'll see what they do here. They might go after Chalice here. There's a Fulminator Mage. Okay. We don't have any, we're gonna emblem here. Gonna emblem, play our land out, and probably just sit tight here. We'll hold this Chalice as well. Alright, so we have a 4-turn clock on them. I don't really think I care about Fulminator Mage, so I'm gonna probably hit them in the face here. Yeah, he's just wanting to chump block, and playing Fulminator Mage makes me think that he doesn't have anything too interesting going on here. We're hoping for a mountain off the top. One reason we don't want to run too many ruins would be in this one scenario that happens every now and then. I like the backup Chalice here for stuff like this happening. Alright. I have no reason to kill Fulminator Mage here. They could bring back quite a bit here, so that's a little bit of a problem. Ingot Chewer does mean the second one's nice to have in hand, but you can't play it because of good old Chalice on 0. You had? I had what? Land would mean it's a 2-turn clock, which would be great. Alright, Pia and Kieran Nalaar is kind of like a good backup to this. Let's go ahead and move to second main and see if they do anything. In response to fetch, kill Fulminator. Alright, we're going to cast on 0. So, in response to fetch, kill Fulminator to avoid Demonic Dread. So you're saying I should kill the Fulminator now. What's Demonic Dread do? Oh, you have to have a target. That's true. I was kind of like, what? What? That's true. The different cascades need targets. We're good right now, right? Oh, Outburst is the instant? Oh. Fair enough. They killed their own land here. I'm giving them the 2/2. Fair enough. Slight misplays. Next level tactics. Alright, we'll just F6 here. I could have killed him next turn. This is 6, 9, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And one cycle means we were dead anyway. So this, without this, one cycler would have done it. Alright, turn 1 Koth doesn't do it. Apparently he has a swamp too. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Alright. Alright, and we would not have had a mountain off the top. Not quite. Alright. We have a little bit interesting information here, so we're going to go ahead and grab Torp Orb here. Spellskite's fine. Sorcerer's Spyglass is no good here. Let's see here. I wish I had my Relic, but I do not anymore. Eidolon needs to come in. Walking Ballista is probably okay here. Dampening? Why dampening? Cage doesn't do anything in Living End matchup. Cycling, no. Cycling doesn't work like that. Gauge doesn't work. Living End does an exile, and then it brings it back. No, Dampening Matrix does not. Or Damping Matrix does not. Alright, we're bringing an Eidolon in here for Spyglass. I need a Torp Orb in here. Probably for a PA and Kira Nalar. PA and Kira Nalars are blockers, though. Maybe I should have a Torp Orb in for an Eidolon, actually. I think this is fine. This does not. It doesn't because it's in the hidden zone. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. I need a Chalice on 0 and I need to kill quickly. That's what I probably need to do. Chain Whirler, I'm going to pull one out for a dragon? No, that's probably too high up on the curve here. Alright, we're going to submit. We're going to submit. Torpor would be great. Would I like to play first? Yes. Scavenger Grounds. Alright. We're going to keep this. This is interesting. We can turn 2 Rabblemaster into a turn 3 Scavenger Grounds. And who said Scavenger Grounds wasn't good? There we go, chat. Alright, let's do this turn 1. Rabble. Rabble, rabble. Backup bridges for days here, chat. Alright, does it? If it does, I'll remember it for next time, but I thought because it was in the hidden zone, you can't deactivate something from the hidden zone. Alright. What are your thoughts on Stormbreath versus Glorybringer? Stormbreath is better in a blue-white X control meta. Glorybringer is good in a non-control creature meta. Alright, opponent's going to cycle here. Cycle, cycle, cycle. What is cool here is they'll get to cycle one thing. We're going to get Scavenger Grounds down without having to worry about them casting in response, which is nice. Scavenging Grounds with a top deck Chalice would be great. You guys can argue about damping. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but you guys argue away. And now for Storm Breath. Storm Breath is just good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I gotta leave Scavenger Grounds open here. Alright, we're gonna leave Scavenger Grounds open here. Because that's our ticket to not dying so quickly here. Goblin Rabblemaster, take over this game. Other zones such as in the hidden zones, chat. Alright, opponent. Good luck getting through Scavenger Grounds. I think Scavenger Grounds just potentially has won a spot here in our hearts. A Torpor Orb or a Chalice off the top would be good here. Torpor Orb, we play land, Simian Spirit Guide, Torpor Orb, and then the Scavenger Grounds would still be active. Our opponent is fetching. They probably should not shock here. They may have to just go after Rabblemaster. Cycle, cycle. Cycles. Maybe in my heart. My heart. All right. I'm going to go ahead and attack in. I have a feeling that they're going to go ahead and use their pseudo board wipe here. What is Torpor hitting? Ingot Chewer, which is a problem for our bridge. All right. We'll allow this to cascade. Do we cascade and then they'll get Living End? They go to cast it and then we fire off Scavenger Grounds, right? We can just do this now, right? If we do this now... do this now. Is there any reason? I mean, if they Simian Spirit Guide and pitch one thing, then they're going to do that. We'll just do this now. No, we need them to cast Living End because they could just wait on this. If they wait on this and go to their turn, we need them to cast Living End because if they don't cast it, then we're in trouble. Yeah, we need them to cast. All right. So they have cast Living End. So in response to Living End, we'll do this. Yeah. Yeah, waiting for cast. Thinking through. Coming up with the better plays, chat. All right. Bye, Rabblemaster. We thought that might happen. Oh, double Street Wraith. All right. Getting beat down by the big things here. All right, couldn't do too much against that. We'll move to their turn. They're going to get in for 6. Chandra off the top wouldn't be bad. All right, that's about as good as it gets for our opponent. Chalice. 1, 2, 3. Bridge here. One, 2, 3, 4. Do we just Chalice? 0? Ingot Chewer is going to be played anyway. They evoke it. Too high for us to get a Chalice on. 0 is extra insurance. We'll just throw a 0 down here and pass turn. Makes it so they can't attack and we don't have to waste Simian Spirit Guide, I guess. Alright, double bridges here are going to protect us a little bit. They have Beast Within and Ingot Chewers, though. Need a Torpor Orb here. Holding Guide so that we can play Torpor Orb into Bridge. We have no other plays this turn, so we're going to probably pass with F6 here. keep above 63 to 65%. Maybe. Maybe. We're in game 3. Who knows? Who knows, chat? Who knows? Who knows? Hi, Ingot Chewer. It has been evoked. By the way, that would be 5. I'd have to have 10 mana for that to work. Alright, we're looking for a Torp Orb. Or a Spellskite or something. Alright, we're going to take another 6. Alright, what do we got off the top here? Eidolon. Well, we can bridge. Is it smart to Eidolon at this point? They beast within us. They beast within us. Then they take 2, and we have 2 creatures. But if we draw anything that's too low, Eidolon could kill us here. Eidolon could kill us. I'm tempted to just wait. I can't imagine them really casting too much here. And another Ingot Chewer doesn't really do a whole lot here. Drink and MTGO. Open up those chests, man. Whew. Whew, I don't know about that. We don't open chests. Alright. I'm going to pass on this Eidolon here. The only really thing that's going to hit is a Cascade spell or a Beast Within. That's not enough damage. There's the Beast Within anyway. Alright. So we can get hit for 6 here. We need like another bridge, Chandra. Do we just take this 6 here? I think I'd take this 6 with the idea that maybe we could like squeak one out on him. Oh, maybe not. Should have blocked. Should have blocked. Oh. Clever cards are clever. Forgetting what they do. Alright, let's go ahead and goldfish this briefly. So they would have attacked. If we would have blocked, they would have killed this guy. We would have had a bridge right underneath. Don't goldfish, chat. It's not good for your health. Not good for your health. Just stay at home. Don't do it. Fish are your friends. Don't goldfish them. Guess we should have blocked. Guess we should have blocked, chat. All right. Let's see if we can get that 4-1. 5-0 looks like it'll elude us again tonight, but the 4-1 is still within our grasp. We're 3-0 or 3-1 currently. Wouldn't mind to get a little 4-1 and get a little redemption here. Little redemption. We'll see. Real quick, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the Tuesday. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday here. If you're enjoying yourself so far, don't forget to hit that follow button. It is a free and easy way to support the stream. Thank you to our 10 recent followers. You guys are awesome. All right, we won the die roll. Let's get this going here. This seems okay. We'll go ahead and keep. little bit awkward, but we'll keep. When are the ballistas good? Ballistas are good at removing lots of little creatures. We saw them in the Elves matchup. Mardu matchup, they're alright as well. They tag planeswalkers and they can go to face. You might have been. You may have been our Jund opponent. We played, what, 2 Jund opponents this evening? So many Tarmogoyfs? Were you the one that I was like... what was it? 1 land? Chalice on 1? Never draw anything else? No, that wasn't Jund. What was that? That was a Mardu opponent. What did our Jund opponent get us? MP Derman, thank you for the follow. What did our Jund opponent do? I don't have words for you, Jund opponent. I don't know. We're very welcoming here, but drawing that basic, you didn't have to tell us you drew the basic. Could have just said I played a basic. Oh, my heart. Chat, our MVP over here, coming in, stabbing the heart. Nah, it happens. K-Command's one of our hardest cards. Actually, Bloodbraid Elf and Jund has made the deck slightly worse because of just those 2 combinations, and everyone wants to play Jund. And please explain that to me, because, I mean, when you can slam Blood Moon, why do you play Jund? But no, a lot of people like Jund. It's a good main... mid-range deck, creatures you get to swing in, play with powerful planeswalkers like Liliana. Really good deck. Just K-Command really wrecks us at times. Burning Inquiry. Well, it's nice knowing you, Chandra and Rabblemaster. Goodbye. Yep, that's exactly what just disappeared. Oh. How'd the rest of your league go, though? Mr. MVP over there. How'd it go? Hopefully it went well. I imagine it would. Ended up 4-1. Congratulations. Congrats, man. 4-1's pretty good. 4-1's a solid. We're trying to do 4-1 ourselves. We were going for 5-0, and unfortunately just ended up running into a couple ingot chewers and a beast within, and then we lost to Living End. We're going for our own. We're going for our own 4-1 though. But no, it's a pleasure to have you stop by. If you have any like card suggestions that you really hate seeing from red opponents, do let us know. It would certainly help us out from time to time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and attack in with Walking Ballista. We're probably just gonna Abrade Flame Adept, but the Abrade's also good against the Hollow one. So for the person that was asking Storm Breath or Glorybringer, I wish I had a Glorybringer for this matchup. Seems like tonight is going better than other streams. We've had one bad week. Before that, we were doing fine with a bunch of 4-1s and 5-0s. You can see those in the modern leagues that are posted on Reddit from time to time. Tonight, we're just unfortunately not able to clench a 5-0. But the deck's solid, does fall on its face every now and then. Most decks do. I'd classify it as a decent night. It's a decent night. There are definitely weeks, though, that we just smash it out and get 5-0s like crazy, so we'll just see how the meta changes, right? Last I saw, Red Prison had 8 wins currently. Have you considered a one of Fight with Fire? I will need to look that card up. Fight with Fire. 6 mana. Oh, no, 2. Fight, this is the 7. 5 damage to target creature. If it's kicked, deal 10. Fight it as we choose among any number of targets. So the reason we didn't abrade there is abrade's good versus a hollow one. We're going to go ahead and Desperate Ritual and pump Walking Ballista here. So we would need 9 mana to kick it. Otherwise it is just a 5 damage to a creature for 3. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. If we're flooding out to 9 mana, we're probably not winning unless we have them in a lock. I guess it's a finisher, but I'd rather be finishing with cards like Chandra Koth, Walking Ballista, other cards like that. Alright. This one's interesting. Gurmag Angler makes this a little bit awkward here. Kind of hoping for no bolt here. And bolt's a problem. Alright. We're kind of hoping for no bolt so I could do tick down with Ballista twice on Angler and Slagstorm. Now we can't. Now we can't. Alright, we're just going to pass turn here. See if we can just take a nice solid hit to the face here. Maybe they'll flash back their Lingering Souls. We can abrade Angler and Slagstorm next. We'll see, though. We will see. Flame Phoenix. That's not exactly what we wanted to see. This is 8 damage coming across here. I think we have to play the Abrade and Slagstorm trick here. Abrade Slagstorm and kind of go from there. Rabblemaster's not bad. Go ahead and Braid and Slagstorm here, though. Alright, board is clear. They do have a Lingering Souls over there. We don't have an easy way to clear those in the main. We do have Anger of the Gods. Has a 1-of left. It's a Flame Adept. And a Flamewake Phoenix. I guess we're looking for bridge at this point. That card. That one right there. I'm just gonna show my opponent the F6 and just let them do their thing here. That was a vicious rip off the top there. That was vicious. Opponent's digging for answers. I don't know if they have an answer. Do they have an answer main? They might have a K command. Goodness gracious. Opponent's got everything. Alright. Let's go wide here, chap. We only need a few more goblins, right? And then we win. Just swing. 2 bolts. Fair enough. It's true, and they've used 1 already. And who knows, if they Goblin Lore or something like that, maybe they'll accidentally use another one. Who knows? This looks like the fish. The fish has been used. Bring back the Phoenix if you'd like, opponent. Good job. There you go. Lingering Souls is wandering over there in the graveyard. Looking for probably a Chaliceum 1. Chaliceum 1 to lock this out, or a Chandra to start finishing the game out quicker. Cycles with Hollow One. Cycling with Hollow One. Spirits from Lingering Souls. Tapped Stomping Grounds. Passing turn. Chandra. Alright. That's step 1. Tick up. I don't need another Chandra. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll have 8, 9. So the following turn, we get to do an extra 2 damage. We're going to try to shorten this as much as we can here. There's a land. We're going to play that. We don't want our goblins to attack just yet. Tick up. We're kind of saving the ruins in case we find a scavenger ground. Finding a scavenger ground would be nice. Opponent fetching. Making their life total 9 instead of 10. Next turn, 2 goblins could get in. Unless they play more creatures. 2, 4, 6, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There goes a lightning bolt off of that goblin lore. So they can have 2 bolts left in the deck. They have a Bloodghast in the bin. Alright, so we hit for 2. So this is going to be 2 here. We're going to hit for 2 more. Let those all attack here. That'll put them to 5, which makes any spell off the top lethal. This also clears all of these out. So we could actually kind of hold this Simian Spirit Guide as a guaranteed spell. And we will entertain that thought here. We can clear out Simian Spirit Guide at any point. If we're worried about Flame Adept getting in for extra damage here. We can double block with Goblin and Rabble Master as well. So we have the guaranteed spell here. I guess we could have done that with Ruins as well. I like holding the guaranteed spell though. It gives them 1 less turn. Alright. We had a spell off the top as well. Alright, 2 Blood Moons come out here. Rabble Masters come out as well. Hazoret comes in. Anger the Gods come in. Spellskite is probably fine as well. Cages and Storm Breath is probably a no. Eidolon's no. Source of Spyglass, Torpor, no. Dampening, no. Alright, these 7, 6. We need 1 more out. Chain Whirler's kind of like half and half here. It's probably just Koth. Even though he's another finisher, he has to have probably a bridge where the other cards are removing things. Alright, let's see how it goes here. See how it goes. I think we can win this, chat. Go for that 4-1 rock out the night here. Let's go, opponent. I'm ready for you, opponent. Hey, we got a message. Oh. It's not an important message. Alright, what do we got here? We have a Walking Ballista, a Braid, Chandra, a Simian Spirit Guide. This is not good enough. We're going to mulligan this. This is close. It's close. Still not good enough, unfortunately. We don't have a land. It's a problem. We're going to mulligan one more time. Alright, this hand is okay. A Chandra makes it interesting. We'll put Chandra on top. Gemstone. Say, okay, we'll ditch a mountain. Pass turn. This one's going to be hard. But maybe we can get a Chalice on 1 here. Maybe a Chalice on 1 will slow him down. I'd like to get this Chalice on 2, but we'll start with 1 on 1. Maybe Faithless Lootings and Bolts and more Adepts. Who knows? We'll hope that's what they have. No other action here before. Makes me think they had the Faithless Lootings and Burning Inquiries. Makes me think that. Anger of the Gods will hold for right now. There's a lot more we could hit at the later stage. I would love to get Chandra down here. And I would probably tick her down at this point. Alright. Let's go ahead and tick down Chandra here. Get rid of this Adept. Alright, opponent. Good luck. Scavenger Grounds may be worth cracking here if they get a lot in the graveyard to prevent Gurmag Anglers. We'll see what they do here. A Bloodghast has been played. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and play Ensnaring Bridge here. We'll tick up and we'll pass the turn. We're going to kind of assume that they can't get rid of Bridge just yet, or they're not going to waste their time getting rid of a Bridge with just a Bloodghast out there. We'll see, though. Another Bloodghast? Halloween. Cycling Hollow One. We're in a good position here. Extra land's good. Tick up. Pass turn. We may be cashing in this Scavenger Grounds here. Might be worth it here. You know what? I don't really care if they play the fish. We're gonna let them have the fish if they have it. They also have to move to discard, so we can grab one more card. Say it's a Faithless Looting. Alright. What are you gonna discard, opponent? This Anger's really good right now, especially since they cycled a Hollow One. Flame Adept to the bin. Yeah, we're gonna tick up here, and we're gonna play... I hate to play this now, but it will take them off black here. Takes them off green in case they get to do something here. No, let's not think about it too hard. Blood Moon it is, pass turn. Takes them off black completely. They can Ancient Grudge, that they can't return it from the graveyard. Yeah, they need white as well. Takes them off junk. Alright, there's the Ancient Grudge. They get to hit him once with Bloodghast here. Chandra takes a hit here. We can Anger this coming turn to clear Bloodghast out of the way. Why not? Oh, yes. We'll Anger once there. In case they somehow find a way to get something big, we have double Anger now. Double Anger is kind of interesting, right, chat? What's for 2? How are you doing, by the way, Zale? You doing any streaming tonight, ma'am? Goblin Lore, looking for a Hollow One Miracle. We can clear a Hollow One Miracle, though. There's a Hollow One. We can clear that if we need to. We probably will now, because we'll get a Phoenix out of this as well. Hits for 2. Chandra goes to 1. We'll double Anger here. And see if that can keep our opponent at bay. All right, we'll double anger here. And we'll play Grafdigger Cage next. Cage does get chaliced, so maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. We do have this wonderful card here. All right, they have another Phoenix. We can't quite finish the game out. Yep, we can't play this. All right, we're gonna put a Chalice on 2 here. Shuts down Goblin Lores and Ancient Grudges, so if we find another bridge, we'll be pretty good. We'll probably play the Cage to get the Cage out of hand at this point. Play our Chandra down here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and tick up. I wanna do damage. I wanna close this gap. If they want to send the Phoenix at Chandra, they can do so. Get a little damage in here. Sends it at Chandra. We'll tick up. I don't need an extra Blood Moon. We'll play Simian Spirit Guide here. We're going to empty our hand in case we get a Chalice and Ensnaring Bridge. Phoenix must attack. We have 4 damage coming across to them here. And we've already gotten through 1 Phoenix. So there's probably unlikely another hasty creature here to get rid of Chandra. But if there are, they attack 2 and we attack back. And it puts them at 3. Game's close. Not over. Very close. We're in the driver's seat. Now we're really in the driver's seat. We have lethal. We do have lethal. Opponent cannot lightning bolt. Sorry. Sorry, opponent. I think this might be it. They're going to show us what they had. Lightning bolt, burning inquiry. Lightning bolt. Faithless looting. GG's, opponent. GG's. Got there, chat. 4-1. After a little bit of a bumpy 2-3, we can go ahead and go 4-1, getting some chests, play points, QPs, all that good stuff. Made slight tweaks between League 1 and League 2. Doing so probably helped us win. What do we got here? I'll put Chain Whirler down here. Let's move him over to utility creatures. Okay, chat. Woo! What do you think about all that? What do you guys think about all that craziness? All right. Well then. Well then. Guys, gals, chat, viewers, lurkers, followers, subs, Wolfpack members, thank you for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. Your participation is why this stuff is awesome to do. Thank you. Thank you for those that have participated. Thank you for those that are simply listening in the background. And thank you for those that are lurking. If you've enjoyed yourself today, don't forget to hit that follow button. We are going to go ahead and raid somebody, pass on the love of the viewership. So stick around just briefly for that. We are going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, skip Thursday, Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at about 6:45 p.m. the Central Times. So if you want to catch us, hit that follow button, get that notification, and join us next time we play, which will be tomorrow. We play a lot of Red Prison. You're going to see a lot of Red Prison. We do play other decks, though, from time to time, and you'll find some crazy things like Monday Mayhem, which we play some sporadic decks like Teferi Pool, White Knights. Yeah, we played Mox, Ambers, and Goblin Guides yesterday. We play it all. All modern. I will dabble in draft. I will dabble in legacy. I will dabble in standard, as in I may play that once in a blue moon. Pun intended. Thank you guys so much. We're going to find a raid here really quick. Thank you to all followers. I appreciate it. We're getting close to our follower goal. And because we're getting close to our follower goal, keep a lookout in June. I'll probably put something out there on Twitter or something. But in June, we're going to be doing a few giveaways. And then probably Memorial Day weekend, I might do that Lego building stream. I have a Lego set sitting over there in the other room. We also are supposed to get a desk here soon, so I'll probably be wandering over to another room here shortly as well. So we'll be doing those couple streams here in probably the next month or so. So be on the lookout for those giveaway stream when we hit our follower goals that we're close to, followed by definitely some maybe Lego and of course more Magic. All right, guys, let's take a look at Twitch here. Oh, thank you. Let's move this out of the way so we can see. Willtronic, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, that makes 12 as well. What do we got going on here? Let's see. I'm going to throw you guys to some MTG thing here. Let's see here. We don't want to see that. A lot of people are playing Jeskai Control, so we'll skip that. We have a modern this, modern that. Banana. What? Popper. All right, what is this? Let me glance at this really quick. What is this? What are they playing? All right, chat. We're going to raid Hellcat MTG. All right. Looks like it's a pair that are on stream. What caught my eye here is they're playing... What are they playing? Modern 4-color Prison. So from Red Prison player over to 4-color Modern Prison player. Give them a shout out. Join us in our raid. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Let's go raid this person. Have a great rest of your evening, chat. You guys take care. We will see you next time here on the stream. Take care. Have a great night. Peace out. And see you over there at the other stream.